Kennedy Studios Productions. The opinions stated by various contributors to Talk Shit Radio and its radio programs are not to be considered as or endorsed by Kennedy Studios Incorporated. Visitors are urged to use their own discretion to draw their own conclusions. All information, products, services, and use of this website is for entertainment purposes only and personal use only. Talk Shit Radio Network does not confirm nor deny the validity or accuracy of the information contained within the website or broadcast. Any services or products provided by Talk Shit Radio Network and its host contributors should be used solely for entertainment purposes only.
This is Tony. You're listening to Talk Shit Radio.
I have been out on the streets every day except for yesterday.
Okay.
What the media...
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
Hey, this is Lewis.
And this is Tony.
And you're listening to Talk Shit Radio.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to Talk Shit Radio. Happy freaking Monday, everyone.
Happy Monday.
I'm so happy about Monday.
I don't know. I was just metaphorically speaking, I guess. I don't know.
Just figure you start off with Happy Monday.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's happy about it being Monday, but let's get that box off your head a little there. There we go. See a little more of you. All right, so cameras are rolling as usual. Watch us on Ustream. You search Kennedy Studios on Ustream. You can watch us on YouTube. And that link is going up on Facebook right now, which it should be. Let me check that first. It should already be up there. Uno momento. All right, so we got that one. No, we just got the Spreaker link. Let me check my personal Facebook page. How's everybody doing this morning?
Good. Very cold out.
It is a little nipply out.
A tidbit nipply.
Yes, it's a tidbit nipply.
Foggy.
Only a tidbit.
Only a tid.
Not a tad bit.
Not a tad.
Just a tid.
Just a tid.
I like it when it's cold out. It seems like
It's
it's
a tiddly
universal.
bit.
Don't go out in this weather.
Yeah.
So the roads are kind of like dull.
A couple of more degrees lower, it would be snowing.
Oh,
If
God, I know.
there was rain.
It would have to be 30-something degrees for some weeks in order for the ground and the air to support snow.
Freeze over.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing on the Weather Channel.
Yeah, for any amount of time.
Yeah. It would have to be, definitely some time of cold weather. Although 33 degrees, it's just above the freezing mark here
Just
at Kennedy
above it.
Studios. Yep, it's one notch above the freezing mark.
There's frost on the ground.
It is nipply no matter what you do. Tim, you're the one that can say just how nipply it is.
Yep.
Because you're the one that actually walks here in the morning.
Well, it doesn't bother me
Because it's not as cold.
because it's not as cold
Yeah.
as what it should be and
Right.
what I'm used to.
Right. Yeah. Well, and let's talk about that, brother. 33 degrees down here. Huge difference because you've just moved here pretty much. You've been back and forth for a while, but huge difference between 33 degrees in New York.
If I was in New York and I was walking at 5 o'clock in the morning, it would probably be like 28, 29.
Yeah.
You'd have booger ice.
Yeah, you couldn't.
No,
Even if it was
it wouldn't
33,
have
a solid, steady 33 degrees in New York.
Yeah.
All right, you couldn't walk the distance you did. It's such a bone-chilling cold.
My respiratory system would be all fucked.
Oh yeah, you'd get here that you'd have that cough.
I'd be sitting there hacking up everything that I have in my chest.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But the difference is the air here isn't as frigid as New York air.
Yeah.
It's breathable at this temperature.
Yep, absolutely.
It's really not that bad.
I remember standing around when I went back up to New York with John.
Yeah.
And was chilling with him. We'd be standing, hanging out in his garage, just talking, smoking a cigarette because John don't smoke in his house.
Mm-hmm.
Just chilling out, and buddy, I'll tell you what, he could just stand there, no problem. Me, shit, I freeze my ass off, buddy. Freeze my ass off. I could tell you quite a few times standing there and just I couldn't do it. Had to go inside.
See, it's weird because here, I could wear a sweatshirt and I'd be fine, going out in 33-degree weather here.
Yeah.
In New York, I'd be wearing a friggin' thermal sweatshirt, jacket.
I'd probably have most of what I own on.
Layering up.
Oh,
to the
yeah.
T.
Oh, yeah. Those pictures you see of us in
Central Park. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I had like long johns. I think I put sweatpants over the long johns, then my big pair of black jeans that are like 2 sizes too big for me.
Yep.
But the reason that is so I could put 3 pairs of clothes on underneath it.
You tuck the socks, the pants into the
hell
socks.
yeah. My boots.
Boot them,
Yeah,
boot them up.
stick them in there. Hell yeah. Put the foot warmers
Oh,
or the hand warmers in the
little
boots.
toasties.
Yep, hell yeah. Put them in the fucking. You got the
It's like 50 degrees out. You still got the hand warmers.
No, I don't know about that. I just all I got to do is walk from the house to the mailbox, and I'll overheat.
Well,
that weather.
it's colder in the city. Usually, we on the
Hell,
island.
yeah.
It's nicer on the island. It'd be like 38 degrees on the island. You go to the
Yeah,
city, it's
buddy.
fucking 30 degrees.
Yeah, buddy. And when we did get there, we got hit with a snowstorm. We went into the Hard Rock Cafe in Times Square. Went in, sat down, came out, and fucking like 3 inches in an hour. Yeah, it was ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Thank God it was coming behind us as we were heading east.
Yeah, so you were going with it. The wind wasn't that bad.
Well, we actually managed to get ahead of it after we left Manhattan, after we came out.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, like an hour and a half, 2 hour trip. Took like 2.5, 3 hours to get back out of Manhattan into Long Island. But once we got home, it started hammering. But the people that came to visit us, they had to drive upstate New York dead straight into the storm. Yeah.
Into the storm they go.
Yeah. Absolutely, that sucked.
I haven't seen the snow in years.
Really?
You haven't seen snow in years.
We're gonna have to.
I think the last time I went, I was right around 17 or 18. My grandmother had just died, and I took a 15-hour drive with my brother, his girlfriend, and my ex-boyfriend at the time, all the way to Michigan.
No shit. And the Michigan snow, that's chilly.
Yeah, that's
chilly.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a gross state, so yeah, their snow is just gross.
Yeah, I'd been down here for years and years, and I spent last year in Cincinnati for the winter.
Ooh.
And once it snowed the first time, there was snow on the ground all the way to the end.
That was it,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
See, it seems like everybody knows that I don't like the snow, because the last time I was in Ohio, their winter really was not that bad. It snowed a little bit, it melted.
13 degrees below zero. Yeah, that was a little bit cold.
I can't ever remember it getting that cold on Long Island. Never.
Nope.
I remember one time ever being in that cold, driving a truck. That time I told you, remember, I was like 6 miles from the Canadian border. Only time ever in my life. And the only time I remember it is because I went in the truck stop, took a shower. Yes, it was cold from the truck to the truck stop, but you don't realize how fucking cold it is till you get out of the shower and walk back from the truck stop to your truck and your hair freezes. Because at the time I had my long curly hair.
Your pores are open. You can
Frozen.
catch every single piece of wind that hits you.
Frozen. Horrible. Sitting in my truck. And I look to the next truck over, and I look down on the side of his truck, and it's got Clearwater, Florida written on it. I'm like, dude, bet you wish you're in Clearwater right now. He looks over, he goes, I bet you do too. I'm like, you have no idea. The two of us like this on the microphone.
Did you get that?
Yeah. Copy? Over.
You hear me now?
Right. Oh my God! Yeah, that's the only time I've ever had that 13 below zero, dude.
With the wind chill?
No, that's before the wind chill, right? Yeah,
That's
I don't know. I didn't stick around or stay awake long enough.
Yeah,
I know
they were like you guys picked the perfect time to come up here. This is the worst winter we've had yet.
that's what happened to us when we went to New York.
This is supposed to be our worst winter.
Yeah.
You guys picked this year to come up.
The first time
It was
we went
funny,
to
you
New
always
York.
hear
Yep.
You always hear that. Oh, this is the worst that we ever got it.
No, that's
was it?
serious.
Yeah, and then I heard it from the newscasters
Yeah.
too. You know,
This is the worst winter. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Everybody was blaming it on us that we came to New York and brought this shitty ass winter from Florida. I'm like, dude, it's fucking sunny and 70 in Florida. If I brought anything, it was sunshine. Rays of hope.
Trying to help you out.
I raised the roof before okay?
Enough said,
Yeah,
man.
so I got to drive in the snow and all that stuff last year.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I didn't do so good when I first started driving in the snow in a car. It's different in a truck. I don't know what it is. I could drive in the snow in a truck, no problem. Never had any incidences. Knock on wood.
Because of the fucking weight of the truck.
Yeah,
No,
they say
you
that,
slide faster, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. And it's harder to stop, and you slide longer distances.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I
you
would
got.
just think it would be like the traction of the tires.
Oh hell
That's what
no!
I would think.
You have
Yeah.
3,000 pounds average car, as opposed to 80,000 pounds every truck
With the load.
with the load, because you're only legal 80,000 pounds.
Yeah.
79.9. So 80,000 pounds ain't stopping on the dryness. Never mind, you know what I'm saying?
On a fucking slick
On the
road.
slick road.
Oh, there's some
There was
black
one
ice.
hill in Central Islip. And Johnny, if you're listening, it's Dovecote. Wherever Jeff Talbot lives, and the 7-Eleven is on that road. I think it's Dovecote. I don't even remember the roads anymore. It's down a hill. You know what a 7-Eleven is on
I know
Suffolk
I know
Avenue?
the 7-Eleven
That
is.
road
I've
right
been
there.
around
I don't
with
know
it,
what
with the
road. It
hills
goes
one.
up to half mile. Anyway, down the bottom of the hill, there's a stop sign.
Okay.
I can never make that stop sign. Damn it, to this day, I slid through it every freaking time. And we'd make a joke about it. Me and Silent Mesh, we'd make a joke about it. All right, ready to go for our daily spin? Just touch the brake, nice and easy. Here we go. The dude down the end of the corner of the hill would look for me every day, go, up, here he comes again. Blam! Into the curb. I must have aligned the right side of that car like 7 times in one winter. Yeah. No matter what I did, I hit that damn curb.
Routinely.
Dude, I downshifted one day. Got to the top of the hill, downshifted, and just let her go down the hill on the transmission. Hit the bottom slip. Touched my brakes. But that's what you get when you have Florida tires driving around in the snow.
Yeah, I guess.
I think it was the Florida plates. Might have been
It
the
was
Florida
the Florida
plates.
place.
Might have been the Florida
Yeah,
place.
probably
That
changed
had
it.
to do it. That was it. That's what caused it.
That's what did it, Paul. Put that New York plate on, car pep right up. New York City. Oh my goodness. 8:30 around there. We got a technician coming in. For those of our listeners and watchers today, we might be cutting the show a little bit early if he comes in and finds something wrong with the signal and he has to bust into it. Good morning, Mish. Tony and Mish are the only ones in the chat room this morning.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say.
Yeah, well, no, I think it's funny. It takes everybody.
Oh,
a
I
while.
don't.
Speaking of which, Tony and I were talking about changing the hours of the show, and come the first of the year, I think we were unanimous, and
Talk shit, new word. That's it.
yeah, exactly,
Unanimous.
Unanimous. That means we all agreed. I'm sure everybody else does without even.
We'll just call it unanimous.
These burgers are racist. White Castle.
They've got all these memes
Al
going
Sharpton
on.
standing out in front of it going, these burgers are racist.
It says all this snow is white. The snow is racist.
I
Michael-
saw that one.
Michael Jackson eating white popcorn is racist. I wish I could help, but this is not a white on black crime.
This is all Al Sharpton.
God gave you your skin color, so why not use it to your advantage?
A race.
Jesse Jackson.
He's got the race
card.
card. He's pulled the race card out. Anyway, we're going to move the show. Probably the first of the year. Pardon me, I got hair sticking out of my hat here. I can tell Silent Mish has been wearing the hat. We're going to move the show starting at 8 o'clock every morning come January 1st. We'll still run it for 3 hours, but it's going to be 8 to 11 instead of 7 to 10. So I think it's going to be a lot better time slot listener-wise.
Let everyone wake up.
Right.
Tune in.
I mean, we might lose some listeners, those who are on their way to work that early, but, you know, tune us in when you're getting ready for work.
That's it.
A lot of things going on
Or
in the
tune us in
news.
after.
Either
You'll
way.
never miss it.
Either way. I'd rather have the live listens than the on demands, but either way, every time somebody push play, it counts as a play. And well, we actually over the weekend hit 10,000. What's the number up to now? Do we know?
10,107.
10,107 plays. It's actually probably 10,109 now.
Yeah.
You know, but I got a cough. Yeah, we hit 600 followers or 700 followers on Spreaker. We got Stitcher that's where we still broadcast on, which, that's all on demand, though, for anybody who does go to Stitcher. It's Stitcher. Then you would search for Talk Shit Radio Network. But that's all on demand play, and then you got the on demand of SoundCloud and all that good stuff. So I don't have to go through the list. Those of you who have been with us for a while have heard this 100 times. You can also go to Facebook.com/Talk Shit TV show and www.TalkShitRadioNetwork.com. That should also have the cameras up right now as well. So I'm going to go and check that out. Yeah, you can. I'm going to go.
You can look at us.
You can see my mug in the morning. I got a mug only a mother could love. Ain't that the truth?
I got a mug. It says dance, love, and sing.
I got a mug. It says coffee filled in my Dunkin' Donuts mug. Mm-mm.
I got a mug, too. It says double D's on the inside.
Oh, yeah, you got the other Dunkin' Donuts style. All right, so let's go down. Yeah, see? There we go. It's the Ustream. It shows us live right now. I got to put the yeah, did you see that? That's Blowjob Fun. Watch, ready? Here we go. It's got music to it, but here, ready? That's how it starts, and then, oh, it's a hot dog. Damn it. I actually just took a picture and re-edited that. And for those of you that are wondering what we're talking about, it's that damn video I made, the Blowjob Fun photo, the one with the two chicks eating the hot dog on their knees.
Doing a hot dog together.
Yeah. Have you seen that one yet? You didn't see that. Go to www.TalkShitRadioNetwork.com. Mm-hmm. Scroll down, and you'll see Blowjob Photo Fun down on top of the main pictures. Yeah. So, yeah, the Ustream link is up there. I have to get an embed code for the website for YouTube. So, but what else is new? How was your weekend, Tony? I know you guys went up to Ebola River.
Yeah, it was all right.
I think they cured Ebola up there because Maria hasn't come back sick in a while. Yeah. She okay? She hasn't been up.
Yeah, she's fine.
I had something going on Saturday. Man.
Yeah, I had a few things. You were next. Relax, you were next. I was talking to Tony.
Just wait.
He was talking to me.
I figured I'd jump in.
You got me off.
I thought you were done.
Don't be pulling a Joseph, man.
I don't know who Joseph.
No, you don't, but he used to fucking pout like a little baby when it got cut off. Right? You said something that made me so mad. I was going to punch you in the face. Yeah. We were live on the air, and I guess I said something he didn't like, and Tony it was like your first week. And all I remember is looking over and seeing Tony's eyes just look at me in disbelief, like, did he really just fucking say that?
He sat there and kept it with them.
Well, he didn't say it on the air. He said it
okay.
after the show when we were out there. He's like, yeah, you said something that pissed me off. I was going to punch you in the face. And I look up, and there's Tony looking at me like, shaking his ear like, did he say what I think he said? After he left, we talked about it. He's like, did you hear what he said? I'm like, yeah, I heard it. Yeah, that was the beginning of the end for him.
I was trying not to.
Yeah, that was the beginning of the end for him. That
yeah, because it's like Vegas in here. You know, what happens in here stays in here.
Unless you're listening.
Right. Holy shit, man! I'm choking on my own freaking spit over here. So we're at 10,111, 703 followers on just the Spreaker account. That's pretty cool. But anyway, I'd ask Tony, what's going on? How was your weekend? Anything special?
No, nothing special.
Nothing
special.
Yeah.
Fishing this weekend? I saw you went out on Friday?
Yeah, I went out. Was it Friday night?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, the shrimp are buried up. As soon as the moon came up, the shrimp just shut off.
Saturday, you
too cold,
posted the video.
It was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to the bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
They were like, night-night. Bye-bye.
We're burying up.
Bye-bye now. We don't like you.
So, yeah, even one of the big 4-trawl boats went out last night, the night before last.
They came in early?
No, they worked all night
Did they?
for 100 pounds. Yeah, that was it.
Didn't even cover the fuel, did they?
Yeah, usually they're catching like 800, 1,100 pounds.
On a slow night, probably.
On an average night, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then, so 100 pounds.
See, I've heard stories, and they're probably, the one-armed fisherman stories of thousands of pounds coming back with the boat like almost swamped. It was so heavy with shrimp. Whether it's true or not, it's those fisherman stories, so I don't know. But you're a shrimper. Is that?
It depends how long they were out. I mean,
You can't do that at night, can you?
No.
It's almost physically
You gotta
impossible.
stay out there for days.
That's probably what it was. Those dudes probably were out there for days.
Yeah, because the most I see these guys catching is 1,100 pounds. That's for a 4-trawl boat. And those are live
in
shrimp.
a couple days.
No, in one night.
In one. Oh, okay. 4-trawler. Sure.
4-trawler,
Yeah.
1,100 pounds.
Yeah. Well, what do you average on a good night? You figure you average, 20, 30 pounds a pull.
They would have to
Or
be.
what do you call it? A drag?
Yeah.
A drag.
Now, what do you do with the live shrimp? Put them in a live well.
A live well bait. Yeah, that's constantly circulating. You're just sucking water out of the Gulf, circulating it, and then pumping it right back in, right?
Yep.
So it's like they never really came out of their environment except for the gank out of the water back into the same water they've been in. Just different environment.
Right.
That's pretty cool. I always, when I was a kid, used to go and grab the shrimp out of the live well and go, be free. Go, be free. You're free. My dad was like, what the hell are you doing? Set them free, Dad.
Same way.
Throwing about 30
Set
in.
them free, Dad. You'd be
That was
down
our
there with the
dinner.
net. Get them damn things. That cost me money.
Live.
Swim away. Swim away. Oh, Jesus.
Do they even swim or do they just kind of like...
They do this
Flap
weird
that down.
flapping thing. You ever watch a lobster swim? How they flap their tail and they swim? But shrimp are a little more.
Backwards.
They look a little more efficient than lobster. Lobster are a little erratic when they swim.
Yeah,
Shrimp kind of got this good little glide going on.
Yeah, well, they got all those flappers on the
Oh,
bottom
that's
of
right.
the tail.
Well, so do lobster, don't they? Or is it just the back?
They,
No.
they do, but they're
Yeah.
yeah.
They
Got
got,
them big claws that weight them
Claws,
down in the
yeah.
front.
now, don't lobsters go
Yeah.
backwards?
Yeah. They drag their head like that.
Yeah, they go backwards.
Just dragging his feet like shit.
Right.
This
Damn it, these fucks. Somebody rip these things off.
Oh, yeah. You can see. I mean, if they bend their body, they will go backwards. You can see
Yeah.
them go backwards.
Yeah.
But for the most part, they
Shrimp
just
swim.
dive right down.
Do they?
Yeah, they just kind of glide right down like that.
lobsters remind me of really buff dudes.
Yeah. in the crustacean world. Look out for me, dude.
I can't win with this, man.
I'm here to.
I think you watch too much SpongeBob.
Yeah, enough said.
Yeah,
Me
so
too, man.
that's exactly what I thought of.
Isn't there that one
Exactly.
lobster on
Yeah.
SpongeBob that's
Yeah,
all buffed
that's
up?
all buffed
up like that, yeah.
That's why I could picture it too.
Yeah.
I
He's
had,
always on that bikini
yeah,
beach.
I had no problem picturing it too, so that's really bad because I probably watched same
Too
time
much
as
SpongeBob.
Tim, where you at this weekend, bro? I see you. You got a little facial grooming going on, dude.
Yeah,
What's
I had to
the
do
deal?
a little shaving. Yesterday I woke up
Mm-hmm.
a little late. You know, it was like lunchtime at the time I woke up.
Right.
And I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich when I woke up because I didn't want any turkey or
Uh oh.
like that. So I'm not a messy eater by any means, you know, whatsoever.
Right.
I'm pretty neat. If anyone went out with me to dinner, I'm the neatest person ever. You know, I wipe my mouth every time.
I can already see where this is going.
Well, so I eat my peanut butter jelly sandwich and sitting there in the bedroom watching TV.
Oh man.
I'm sitting there playing with my little mustache hair. I start pulling little pieces of peanut butter out of my fucking whiskers.
I knew it.
And I thought it was the grossest thing in the world, so I
That was
got
it
up.
for the flavor saver.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought of. So I went into the bathroom, I started washing my face, and I was like, you know what?
I know what you pictured, but we won't even
No.
mention that.
I didn't picture anything. I pictured the peanut butter in my fucking whiskers.
Uh-huh.
So I get to the bathroom, I start doing the shave, and I was like, I might as well just cut it all off. There's no point of leaving a little bit. So I started
experimenting.
fresh. So I started fresh.
Nice.
But
Fucking chop it out.
yeah, I got little pork chops coming down now.
Yeah.
So
I finally got rid of the
If
scrap.
you don't know where my mouth is.
Yeah, that's right. Here.
yeah, it's right here. It's pointing right at it. Oh, I was gonna try to keep a little of the mustache and a little goatee so that I could connect, but
Yeah.
I couldn't reach.
Didn't work.
It couldn't reach.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I got rid of the little shaggy do thing.
Yeah.
You know, I finally figured it out though. If I just let this grow and then like trim that, and
Mhm.
let the bottom and then this,
Let
and
this
just
grow a
like-
little bit.
Yeah,
Just
because
leave-
anything right here, it just looks horrible. It looks like a 30-year-old shag carpet that's been ripped apart. Yeah. And actually, the shag carpet's a little more thick. Well,
What?
who the hell am I
Yeah,
kidding?
well,
It's a
I
lot
don't
more
usually
easy.
let mine grow out like this, all full out like
Yeah,
this,
you-
because I usually trim it up.
If you took,
But it's winter time.
if you took
so,
Tony, if you went like this, covered everything up with your mustache, that's the amount of hair I got on my whole face. What he's got on his upper lip, that's how pathetic I can. Yeah. You know? And it would take me about 6 months to grow that amount of hair. That's what's horrible about it.
And
Now,
if
don't
you're-
get me wrong,
if you're
my
all
legs,
patchy,
my arms, everything else just grows.
Just the
for my-
face.
Except for my freaking facial hair, man.
It's all patchy.
Yeah. My buddy Mike the mechanic, 5 o'clock shadow 10 minutes after he shaved. And I'm laughing at him. I shaved yesterday and it's still, well, it may be down here where,
Where it grows.
like I
can't
said.
tell.
Yeah.
Where it grows.
No, you can't
tell
Not
from
at all.
looking. Yeah.
Not at all. That might be a combination of the grays coming in or just the color of my natural hair or just that it grows so damn slow.
I think it's the grays.
Shut the fuck up. I'm going with the grow so slow.
Yeah.
Shit, I'd rather have gray hair than fucking no hair. Tell you that.
I don't know, man. Till you get all the gray hair and then you shave it all off.
Well, you shave it by choice.
I do. Yeah. Which I'm getting there. It's getting out of hand.
I couldn't
Yeah,
shave.
it's getting to the point where I got to take freaking the dick to it.
Mhm.
Yep. What about you? Anything exciting this weekend?
I was gonna say, I got-
Yeah, I ain't shaved in a while.
I got wax.
Right?
I knew this girl that worked at the Circle K down off 50 and Mariner, I believe it is.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a goat beard, man.
What?
Yeah.
The little-
Oh, what?
The
She
goat
tried
beard.
dating my
Oh,
brother.
oh.
Yeah.
Bah.
Yeah.
Just listened in the sunlight. And every time she went up to me, like, finally, I was like, can I get 3 on pump 2? And she could never figure out why I was doing it.
This is it, pump.
How do you not notice that hair?
Yeah, I know. Do you not
Yeah,
like?
it was hard. When I was working at that Speedway in Cincinnati, there was this woman that came in there all the time. Her and her husband, I guess they worked together, and they hauled junk, really. That's what they did. She come in there. She
Make
got
good money.
I mean, she had a beard. Hold the mustache, the beard, everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Like-
And it's like, how do you not stare at someone like that when you
Motherfucker.
don't see that every day?
Especially when they got ginormous tits. You can tell it's a woman, and they got a thicker beard on their
yeah,
face.
well, she
than
was. I
you
mean,
do.
she was a big woman anyway.
Yeah, well,
But still,
then
she would
she
come.
had
She was
really
friendly.
big boobs.
She was nice. She was very nice. They came
Yeah.
She came into the store almost every other day.
What's scary is you go, "Hi, ma'am, how are you?" She turns around and goes, "Hi, how are you?" I want my mom.
See, that's why I'm glad I don't have very manly features, because as soon as people come to my job after
It's got to be fun for you over the phone.
Oh, it is.
Hello, sir.
Well, I don't wear a name tag, so, if they do think it's a boy on the phone and they come into my job, they can't be like, it was her I was talking to. No, it wasn't. It
I
was
don't know
him.
what she's talking about. Yeah, right. It's this dude.
It was the one armed man.
As she's
It
getting,
was him that called you an asshole.
as she's going through her interview process, she's like, "All right, I got to hear everybody's voice." This guy. As soon as she hears somebody who's close, there's the full guy.
You will be my minion.
Oh Jesus!
But no, I just went to the hospital pretty much. That was my weekend.
That was it, huh? Because of the daughter.
Sick babies.
Still no good, huh?
Nah, man. And like I was telling Timmy, I was like, I don't know if you've ever seen a kid throw up. I know you have, and I'm sure Tony has. But at 3 years old, those tiny little things over a normal-sized toilet is just awkward looking.
Mm-hmm. Especially when they're vomiting out as much as you do.
Yeah. Well, she hasn't eaten really in 3 days, and I'm trying to give her anything. Just drink some water so she won't throw up bile. She's pretty much slept, and you guys saw her. She's nuttier than a fruitcake.
Yeah.
No Jabba the Nut running around, and she's been on the couch.
She feeling better?
She was asleep when I left.
That's
She wasn't running a fever or anything.
well,
so,
that's good. That's good. That whatever that was that
Fucking
went around.
daycare.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The minute you put your kid in
8
daycare,
hours.
you're susceptible to everybody.
Yeah, we had that problem when we had a couple of daycare.
When
we quit doing
yeah.
it.
Even kindergarten. Remember that shit? You never fucking got sick until your kid started going to school. It was like every week you were something.
I
It was
asked
horrible.
the daycare teacher, I was like, is there anything like I can donate to the class? Is there anything you guys need?
Yeah, like
Antiseptic.
Lysol, antiseptic
like,
spray.
Yeah,
do you guys
right?
take hand sanitizer? She's like, no, we don't use it.
You
And as
should.
I'm walking out of the classroom, I see 6 kids with their fingers up their nose, sucking on their boogers. I'm like,
Yum.
and you don't need, okay.
And you guys say you don't need
Kaylee,
hands.
hand sanitizer.
Right.
I'm gonna clip
Here,
it
put
to
this
you.
in your pocket.
I'm gonna clip it to you.
Nope, said. Put this in your
Use
pocket.
this. Squeeze.
She loves hand sanitizer. That's one thing. She does like to wash her hands.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But she does like to pick her nose and eat it.
Ugh.
It's so nasty.
I think I'll have some coffee.
Kids are gross.
Mm-hmm. The problem that bothers me the most is I've never seen lice run rancid before like I've seen through these schools. Every other week in grade school, every other week we were getting a notice home. This one's got lice. That one's got lice. Finally, it got to the point where Angela's hair was hairsprayed and like plastered to her head. The lice would jump on it and be like, oh, thud, and hit the floor like, Jesus Christ, I just hit a force
It was
field.
like The Simpsons with that big dome.
Yeah, exactly, man. They would hit that thing and slide. Yeah, forget it, man. We dealt with
it's
it.
funny because everybody blames it on the dirty kid class.
Mm,
But actually,
no.
he's the only one I get
That
this shit.
doesn't
It's
have
the
lice.
cleanest person. It's
Right.
the cleanest person.
Yeah.
Because
Got
they
it.
don't like dirty hair.
They
Nope.
don't. They are
want
clean
they want
parents.
clean.
They want
They want the
movement.
clean hair.
Yeah.
They want movement.
Dirty little clean bugs.
Because I couldn't figure it out either. I used to spray the shit out of my kid's hair.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, I got bangs cut in there because she wouldn't let me do her hair anymore. So I
Yeah.
was like, I'll cut bangs.
Yep.
Once the bangs came, she wouldn't even let me brush it. So, whatever. All of a sudden, I wasn't putting the hairspray or the gel in there like I was. Took her to the YMCA and
Bang. Yep. That sucks.
$80 in lice treatments,
Yep.
2 bottles of apple cider vinegar.
Yep.
Finally, I found a louse that was in the water just taking backstrokes. And I said, here come the clippers. They're gone.
And at her age, you can do that without it being traumatizing, really.
But I'm still getting really agitated because the other day, full pink again. Little boy. I'm like, look, it's a little girl. And then yet again, after I'd even told him it
I'm
was a
gonna
little
buy
girl,
her a shirt
4
that
more
says,
times
I'm a
they said
fucking
little boy.
girl. Just because I have short hair, I'm wearing pink. Wake up or some shit like that.
Yeah, at the hospital.
That's
And I
funny.
swear the doctor at the hospital was stoned. I mean, his
Probably
eyes
he's
looked
probably
like
writing himself
receptacle
prescriptions.
bins.
Yeah, he's just dipping
Hey,
into the
man, I'm
medical.
running out of.
We
Let
might
me write
do-
another one, dude. I'll get another 150 perks. Operation? Okay, money. I could get more pills.
No, I think he was an Ebola candidate.
Ebola candidate.
He
Speaking
looked hungry.
Speaking of Ebola,
We bowl on this lane.
Speaking of Ebola, I saw something about Ebola in the news that says the government has covered it up and all of this. Is the government covering up Ebola? What do you think? Use your fucking head.
Yes.
it's that new guy that they put in charge.
What is his title? What the hell is this title?
Yeah, I can't remember. We talked about when when Obama first put him up there
Yep.
as the head of the
Not the-
spokesman
Yeah.
for their Ebola
Movement.
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a movement.
See, that's
all
the
right.
problem.
Big giant shitty movement.
yeah.
You put shit into the, you put shit to run it, so we don't even know what's going on because we don't want to listen to
because
shit.
the guy they put in charge of being the spokesman and whatever has no medical background.
Is it the guidance and monitoring of movement of persons in the U.S.?
What?
That's what I just read.
What?
The monitoring and movement of persons with exposure to Ebola virus.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're watching everybody who's been exposed to it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're doing a great. Yeah.
Which, I was just going to say, which they're not. They just can't. It's impossible. It's
Ebola
they're using
patient
drones.
B just
Yeah.
called on a
not the
doorbell.
drones. Oh, my
Using
God.
drones.
Anything but. Oh, hey, Cosby speaks out. The comedian broke his silence on sexual assault. And I bet you all it sounds like is bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Bullshit, lie, 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 bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
It's damage
sorry.
control.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. It's damage control.
What are you sorry for? I don't know. But I'm sorry. Anyway.
You didn't do it. Then why are you
I didn't
sorry?
do it, but I'm sorry.
We're just gonna say sorry ahead of time,
Right.
Just in case.
Cheney on torture. I'd do it again. Dude, just being in the position you're in is enough torture for us, okay?
All right.
FBI investigating hanging death of black teen.
I was just reading that one. Is that the North Carolina teen?
I
don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I've got the story right here.
Go
If
for
it's the
it.
same one, in Bladenboro, North Carolina, a young African American boy had supposedly committed suicide.
Mhm.
Well, the mother is, of course, taking it where it should be. She is ruling it a lynching.
Same thing. Same. Yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Talk about it some more.
So here's a little bit of it. Claudia Lacey says that she can accept anything, even that her youngest son committed suicide, if it's proven and explained to her. So she doesn't understand why her kid would have done this. I guess there's no explanation for it. Local and state investigators have done neither to support their theory that Lennon Lacey hanged himself one summer night. They quote that, "All I've ever asked for is what is due, owed rightfully to me and my family, justice. Prove to me what happened to my child." And it goes on. She's just really pissed because she's saying that the police are not doing enough to prove that this was actually a suicide.
Yeah.
But to go in the papers and say a lynching,
that's bold. I have
Yeah.
audio from that. That's definitely bold. Here's the audio.
And it goes on.
The hanging death of a 17-year-old African-American boy in North Carolina is now under new scrutiny today. Residents of the town of Blandboro marched in honor of the young man yesterday. The August 29th death of Lennon Lacey will now be investigated by federal authorities. Lacey's mother addressed the crowd.
I just want to say thank you. I appreciate all the support. The FBI have agreed to look into it, and that's what I want.
We'll look into it.
Questions that have not been answers. There are things that happen that has not been explained to me.
Let's bring in the Reverend Gregory Taylor. Reverend.
Huh?
You didn't have to have it that loud.
Oh no.
No.
Oh. I don't. It's hard.
'Cause it's
for me
like
to-
squealing, screaming in my
Is
ear.
it?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
over now.
like what you said. They're going to look into it. They're going to put it on somebody's desk. He's going to go.
Yeah. Pass it off to the next.
I have the
Just to
mother's
shut her
theory
off.
right here.
Go ahead.
She says that he may have either been strangled somewhere else or been placed there, or he was hung there while people were around watching him die. Those are the three theories she lays out.
Did anyone say that they witnessed it?
No, the mother was actually called to the scene after the boy was pulled down and put into a body bag.
You know, it could be anything. This could be, and in reality, this could just be her way of displacing that pain.
Yep.
I can't really, I don't know. I don't really have much
Some people
shit
just
to
don't
talk
wanna
about that.
accept,
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that people have problems. It may not be a cause of the mother. It may not be a cause of the family, but that boy might have been unhappy with something in his life that he wasn't telling anybody about.
Right. And it couldn't, it might not have been things that are going on in his immediate life. It could have been his past. Could have been anything. God knows. Who the hell knows? But to go to the FBI like that is like Michael Brown's parents saying that my child is an angel and he didn't deserve to die. And not that I say he deserved to die, but he wasn't no angel. So this kid was definitely, could have been suffering. Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? I mean, what's her? I don't know. I mean, did she have enemies or something like that to even make her think that? You know what I mean?
I read the whole thing. I didn't see. That's why.
Was the kid a gangster that he
Yeah.
might have? All those enemies out there or something.
He was a gangster. They wouldn't have friggin' hung him.
Well,
Right,
you
yeah,
never know.
I don't.
To make a point, you never know. Oh.
I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean,
No.
you don't hear very many white gangs running around lynching people.
No.
You know.
Well, unless you're
That's
talking
the
about
KKK.
Aryans.
Well, we've made it to 7:39 today, and we've had no hiccups in the signal, which is good. So we'll see what happens when the technician gets here. He'll be here around 8:30. See how that goes.
Yeah, because on Friday, didn't we have a problem? Like the first 10 minutes,
Six or
somewhere in
7
the
minutes.
yeah,
into
first
it.
somewhere in the first 10 minutes.
And I was actually hoping that it did something. Not that I'm hoping our broadcast gets disrupted, but I'm hoping that it did something for the simple reason that I could show him on the log, the log history here, what happened. So, who the hell knows? This is my luck. Go figure. It's like when you take the car to the mechanic. It's making this funny noise, and it never makes that noise until you leave the mechanic's office. Drive around the corner, it goes, doop, 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 doop. You're like, son of a bitch. Turn around, get back up there. It's like, doop, doop, doop.
Yeah, it stops doing it.
Yep. It's like it knows. It's going to wrench on me. Congress halted the war on medical marijuana last night. A bill approved yesterday will effectively block the Department of Justice from arresting or prosecuting anyone who sells or uses medical marijuana in states where the drug is legal. So no more raids out in Colorado and all of that.
Yeah, no more raids anywhere. And that new, their new budget.
Yeah.
Their new budget passed.
Yeah, wasn't it like something trillion?
1.1 trillion or something like that. But either way, they let the immigration thing go through.
They did.
Only because it only lasts until like January or February.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't sign up by then you're not getting...
Okay, but it also, on the truck drivers, how they have to, this would interest you, you know how they have to take time off between routes now? They don't. That's been repealed in this new bill.
The service
hours. Yep, they took that where they don't have to have 2 days off before they have to drive again.
Yeah, on a 70-hour work week.
That's gone. That's gone.
So they could just drive at their discretion?
Well, see,
if they feel good enough?
The way it used to be is I could make it all the way out to California, get my load dropped, get loaded again onto my trailer, get all the way up to Salinas, California, all right, and get ready to head back. But I've run out of my hours on a 70-hour work week.
So you have to take a break?
48 hours. Mm-hmm. You have to shut down 48 hours.
So now you're sitting there for 48 hours waiting until you can start your shift again.
Right. Not Whether anymore. You're tired or not.
They just changed. They just said they don't have to do that anymore.
Wow. That's
the recreational marijuana in Washington, D.C., they blocked it.
There's no recreational marijuana.
They blocked it.
Why?
I don't know. That's all included in this budget. There's more stuff, but I couldn't find the article on what all of it was. But those are all the things that came with passing this new budget.
That's fucked up.
In the new budget. There's more stuff that's in there, but I didn't read all into it. I read it like Saturday or Friday or something.
It's, that's crazy, dude. What a bullshit deal.
So, yeah.
You think it's a good thing that they're allowing truckers to drive at their discretion now?
Nope.
No. I don't think so.
Not at all. That 70 hours, you would be surprised, and I know there's a lot of truck drivers out there that will argue with me over this. I don't need that that 48 hour. That actual 48 hour shutdown gives your body time to unwind. Okay, I used to run like a rabid dog. Go to New York, go to Boston, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, drop
all in 70 hours
in less than 70.
Less.
Be back home before I hit my 70 hours. That kind of running took its toll. I can't do it anymore. I can't say that I can't do it anymore. If I ran illegal, I could do it with my eyes closed. I know I can. But that kind of running, it puts a lot of lives at risk. Not only the driver, the truck driver. Just think about it like this. You're heading up 95. You're next to one of these drivers that have been driving for 70-plus hours. And he falls asleep behind the wheel.
Oh, and he's swaying into you.
Fuck, he comes over in your lane, all right, plants you between the guardrail and his trailer. Because he fell asleep. Right. Because he didn't have that 48 hours to unwind. I don't care if you get you 8 hours of sleep every night. You got to have and what I used to try to do is get out of the truck. If I had to shut down, if I ran out of hours and I had to shut down for that 48 hours, I'd go and get a hotel. Park the truck, get out of the truck for 2 days, 48 hours, shit, shower, shave, relax, eat, have somewhat of a normal time, and then get back in the truck, and you actually feel really refreshed. So do I agree with it? No. Accidents will go up.
See, I do that now. I'm not even a truck driver, but I know if I only go on maybe a couple hours of sleep a night, I'm drained.
It's dangerous. It's real dangerous. I'm guilty of it myself a few times, driving down the road, calling Michelle, talking to her, hey, baby, I'm getting ready to pull over. I'm getting real tired. Come across the North Carolina state, line at what is that, south of the border there.
Yep.
Cross that, fucking fall asleep. Wake up, 30 foot off the road in the ditch.
Mm-hmm.
Panic, stomp on the gas pedal, ganked the wheel back out onto the road, fishtail a couple times, gain control of the truck, set the cruise, call Michelle up. Well, babe, I'm kind of wide awake now.
I can go for another 30 hours.
No, I went right to that welcoming station, pulled over, and went to sleep. But that'll just go to show you what pushing that hard will do to you.
See, I mean, even if you don't fall asleep, just your reaction time when
Yes.
you're exhausted is nothing like it should be.
Not whatsoever. You shouldn't. I don't. That should not. That should be repealed or whatever the word is again. Oh man, I just fought it, you guys. Just figured I'd let you know.
We're taking a break.
So yeah, trying to take a break. There's the lights on. St. Petersburg speaks up on peer ideas. 8 teams pick to develop renderings. Yeah, for the new St. Pete Pier, and don't you think there's a little more important things to do with the money down there than to revitalize this pier? It's a big.
Like a damn UFO.
It's a tourist attraction.
Is it used? Do you know?
I don't know what the hell it's been used for. I've never even been inside
Is
the
there
damn
fairs on there?
Who knows, dude? Have you ever been inside the pier?
I've heard
No.
there's a
St.
lot of
Pete?
little
I have
shopping
not. It's
plazas
got
and
shopping
stuff.
plazas, restaurants.
That's
Because
it.
a lot of people lost their jobs when they shut that place down.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. But I mean, what is the? It's just.
It's a tourist attraction.
That's
You go
what it
down to
is.
the
Tourist
beach.
attraction.
It's kind of like I don't know if you guys have ever been to California. Santa Monica Beach
Yeah.
has a big giant pier down there, and
Yeah, Santa
yeah,
Monica.
it's kind of
Pier.
like you guys for Long Island, right?
Yeah.
You guys had that big pier that
Yeah.
the hurricane hit.
Yep.
It's kind of like that, you know. You got
Coney
all these
Island?
attractions.
Oh yeah. I was thinking Myrtle Beach with all the outside shops
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
right there.
Yeah, but I mean, Coney Island, same principle. Coney Island, it was kind of dead.
When I was
Or dying.
when I was alive, it wasn't no
Oh, you're
activity
not alive
going on.
anymore?
No, not alive anymore. There's nothing going on over there.
Yeah, no. He says, when I was alive, well, you're not alive anymore, bro. You're dead.
I will
Yeah,
be dead.
I'm dead now.
Right? I can only remember going to Coney Island when I was a kid, and I can only remember going there. I don't remember anything about being there. Does that make sense? Like, I don't remember the rides. I don't remember walking
that makes
around.
Total sense.
Yeah, but I remember going there as a
But you
kid.
don't remember anything about
I remember
it.
seeing pictures of myself there. Let me put it to you that way. And
For
I was,
Nathan's hot dog, maybe.
I don't know, because I was in a damn freaking carriage, one of the baby buggies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I was small.
Your mind wasn't there.
Yeah, no.
It looks like a lot of people aren't happy about it.
That whole,
The whole pier being changed.
yeah.
I mean, there's one guy that, instead of putting out hate comments like everybody else, he says, well, why don't you put in some fresh fisherman markets so they could just drive up and deliver the fish fresh?
That's true.
But they just need to fancy it up and leave it alone.
Is there still businesses on that pier, though,
No, they
that are
closed it
operating?
down.
No,
There's
they
nothing.
closed everything down to tear it down and redo it.
Yeah, they
When-
closed the pier to driving, parking, everything like that, and then they reopened it so people can go back out there and park and shit. But the actual, I guess, inside the place is actually closed. So, what do we got? Plenty of sunshine continues. That's good. It's cold, though. Yeah, the temperature's just not climbing. I mean, it's only 34 degrees out right now.
Froggy.
It's very froggy out. What time is it? 7:48 in the morning. All right, so that'll explain. Sun hasn't peeked up over the clouds yet.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's supposed to be a pretty nice day, and then the rest of the week is supposed to be, we're supposed to be in the 70s the rest of the week, and the nights are only supposed to be in the 40s and 50s.
well, you woke up in Citrus Sunday. It was temperature were at the freezing mark in Citrus and Hernando counties.
Yeah.
On Sunday.
It was chilly.
It only got up to like the 70s on Sunday.
Only?
Yeah. Dude, that's cold for here, man. To be 70 degrees.
It was 60, 65 yesterday.
I'm saying though, I mean, for that to be a high, that's cold for Florida. You know?
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah.
Now
Now
I
you
know.
know. Yeah, he's like, what are you, crazy? This ain't cold. Wait till next year. You're gonna be like, holy shit, it's so cold. Blood will be all thinned out. Dude, I put the unit, the head unit for the microphone.
Yeah.
On my side.
Yeah.
God, that thing is digging into me.
Oh yeah, if you put it in the wrong spot, if
Yeah,
you don't have
but-
a low enough pocket, or
Yeah.
you put it up like where your belt would be,
I
you're
got an
gone.
indentation where
Yeah,
the wire was digging in.
Yeah, if you put it down, I put it down in my pocket.
Yeah, that's what I just did. Put it on my
If I-
pocket and turn
If
it
I
sideways.
put it up by where my belt
Ooh.
should be,
I'm
it just
wondering what the hell I
digs
got
right
to
in.
paint
It's like you're sitting there in that chair. and
Pressure
it's like,
point.
Well, when you got the fat roll that hangs over it,
Uh-huh.
that's what was going on. That's
Yeah,
what was
push
digging
it on
into
it a
it.
little bit
Yeah,
harder.
holy shit.
It was my fat roll,
Dude.
man.
Your
Yeah.
gun is digging
What do you
into
call
my hair.
this? The muffin top, right? Is that the muffin top?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what
have
they
love
call it.
handles. I don't know.
You ain't got muffin top.
That's
my
what they
ass.
call it.
You can put a fancy shirt
Call
over your
love
muffin
handles.
top.
Love
and it'll make
handles,
it a
muffin top, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Somebody ate the back half of my muffin top off because I got it on one side.
Somebody took half.
This shit don't hang over in the back. I ain't got no ass.
Rather have a muffin top than a big flabby ass, though. You get rid of the muffin top.
He has nothing. He's like,
Tony's like, I'm not too sure if I want to even answer
I
that
don't.
one.
Yeah, I don't want to go there.
Oh,
Go there.
man. That's too funny. There is a lot of shit going on. You guys know what's going on in Australia right now, right?
the hostage situation
Yeah.
with ISIS.
Yeah.
Hostage crisis in Australia. Let's see what we got. Unknown number taken captive at Sydney Cafe, forced to display flag. Popular among Sunni Islamic military groups, 5 hostages escaped. Police make contact with gunmen. U.S. consulate evacuated. Oh yeah. So this ought to be good. If this is is it ISIS that's going on?
I don't know why he's asking for an ISIS flag.
I don't know. Maybe because he's ISIL, ISIS, whatever the fuck they call themselves. Yeah. Izzles. Yeah. Those Izzle terrorists. So I do have audio actually for this, so that's actually pretty cool. Let's see if we can.
I got some audio for that budget thing too.
Do you? Yeah,
if
send
you
it
want
over to me.
play it.
Yeah. Send it over. Let's see what we got. This is
that, but the added pressure of the psychological stress, the sustained raised heart rate, and the sustained stress hormones that they're dealing with will mean that physically they're in a highly acute state. There's a lot of pressure going on all the important systems. And if they've got an underlying chronic condition, we know that in these scenarios, people with asthma or diabetes, it can also flare up. So the longer it drags out, the more physical impacts they're going to start to feel.
Okay, and what about the gunman in terms of, the psychology behind perhaps?
They're just talking about, exactly, wasting time. It goes on to say Australian police locked down the center of the country's biggest city on Monday after an armed man walked into a busy downtown Sydney cafe, took hostages, and forced them to display an Islamic flag, igniting fears of a jihadist attack. Police said they knew of.
Cutting it out. Here.
Yeah?
Yep. Twice.
I don't know. We're still good. No bad numbers. Everything's cool. Yeah.
Twice it skipped.
Did it?
Yep.
Yeah, we're still looking good on both cameras. And the broadcast is still good. We're not frozen, nothing. So, but
where do you want me to send that? To you or?
Yeah, you can send it to my personal Facebook. That's fine.
All
and then I'll go switch over to that. We'll check it out. So this ought to be an interesting thing. I'm gonna keep track of this hostage situation. I'll actually get this link up on Facebook, and this is apparently that live feed we were just watching of what's going on. Pretty cool picture. It's Did you send it?
Yeah, I sent it to you.
All right, I'm going to go over here. And this, again, is the
new spending bill. What's in it?
Spending bill. And this is the audio of it?
Yeah.
Cool. So let me get this staged up. What else? Has anybody else got anything interesting? I know there's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, they just
up in St. Pete.
Protests in St. Pete?
Really?
They gathered in the city hall of St. Peter's evening. They're protesting all those cops killing people.
Yeah, well.
What else?
But it's made its way to us.
Yeah.
Everyone's following everybody about that now.
That
doing
needs
it in
to
St.
be
Pete.
protested, right? Yeah. 15 seconds. I'll have this audio up. It's just going through its little commercials. But I want to check out the website where they put this on. Where they used to broadcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out. It's Post TV is where they're broadcasting on. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's the Washington Post.
Oh, okay. That's Post TV.
Yeah.
So here we go. Here's the audio on the budget.
Congress's $1 trillion spending bill is more than 1,600 pages long. But don't worry. We read it so you don't have to.
Yikes.
You read it so you don't have to. So that makes sense.
A little more than half the cash is slated for the Pentagon. That includes money set aside for fighting the Islamic State.
Skip.
$1 billion will go towards the care and relocation of unaccompanied immigrant children crossing the U.S.-Mexico border. And then there are those so-called policy instructions known as riders. They're bound to leave at least a few lawmakers very upset. New this year, wealthy political donors will be able to give more money to candidates. It'll make the political parties even more influential than those outside political action committees. The bill is also a big win for banks with the rollback of some of those Dodd-Frank financial reforms. And don't forget the $21 million going towards fixing the Capitol Dome. The spending plan ensures that the government will stay open until the end of the fiscal year in September.
But they also approved.
But lawmakers are only forking over enough money to keep the Department of Homeland Security open through.
They also approved
On their contributions for election, they're allowed to. They upped it to where they can contribute whatever they want.
Max donation.
Yeah, they put no cap on it.
and see where I think the complete opposite should be done. Companies should not be able to pour money into the campaign. If you want to run for president, use your own damn money.
Yeah, because now they can accept donations. I mean, they can contributions up to whatever they took the cap off. Yeah.
When they lobby for their contributions, they can go to the big oil companies and this company and say, "Hey, listen, I'll be all for you if you give me $100 billion for my campaign."
Yeah, so they took that back out. So there's no cap on it anymore.
That basically
that's what I mean. They put a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah.
It's just a waste
I
of
mean,
money.
isn't that just a way of buying the presidency, dude? Really?
Yeah. That's how I always viewed it.
Yeah.
But how long has it been going on for?
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years.
It's just basically how the country's been run.
Yeah. Let's hear the rest of this. We only got a few seconds left.
February. Remember that the department's responsible for most of the immigration policy, and since Republicans are upset about what President Obama recently did,
there are actions I have the legal authority to take as president that will help make our immigration system more fair and more just.
It means that there will be yet another fight about immigration between the White House and Congress, starting early next year.
Which basically saying I can do whatever
That
the
was a
fuck
good
I
way
want.
to end that. I like the way they ended that. Whatever I want. Which he does. He does. He's got that
He doesn't
power.
have to have, he doesn't have to have any say from anybody
He's got
else.
that power. Unfortunately, we are just pawns.
Okay. In the White House budget, okay, there's $222 million for executive mansion operations, a $10 million increase. $10 million
what that
increase.
means. So I'm a little
The money pays for the National Security and Homeland Security Councils, the Council of Economic Advisors, the Vice President's Office, and the Executive Residence. The bill doesn't provide any new funding to address security weaknesses at the White House complex.
Okay. Gotcha.
But the U.S. Secret Service would be allowed to use some of its funding.
Of course.
To prepare and train for the next presidential election campaign. The Democrats said, why? Because they're going to try to put Obama in again?
Really?
I don't know. That's the Democrats.
You can't.
That said it's that.
The only way
He's
that
got
can
executive
happen,
actions he
I was
can
just
take.
going to say, he can sign an executive order and say, hey, you know what, let's do this for there's no longer...
He could just put us into war and then say, hey, we're in the middle of a war. We can't change presidents now.
Right.
You got it.
All he's got to do is declare nationwide martial law. He stays in for, what is it, minimum 10 years if he wants?
Something like that,
Right.
yeah.
And then we have to overthrow him to get him out. He can also declare war on a country and then say, oh, no, we can't. The country's too fragile right now. We can't hold any elections. And as long as we're at war,
Why are you gonna change hands in the middle of
he
a
can
war?
really do something drastic, sign an executive order taking the elections out.
Completely?
Completely. The only thing that can happen is Congress can fight it. But if he signs an executive order,
Do whatever the fuck he wants, yeah.
their hands are tied.
Yeah, they can't do anything.
Then again, one way to get him out, overthrow. I don't see any other way.
We still got 2 years with him no matter what. He can do whatever the fuck
That
he
gets
wants.
him I bet you he's already got that draft already written up.
Yeah. He's probably had it written up
Got it
before
in
he...
his back pocket, boy.
No, well, before he was in office, he probably
Yep.
was.
When he goes to bed, he tucks it under the pillow right next to his
Oh,
daughter's
no, he
pregnancy
probably had
test.
it written out before the last election.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Keeps it right in the safe right next to his daughter's pregnancy test.
This is all planned.
Did you hear about that? That wasn't planned.
I didn't
His
hear about
daughter's
it.
pregnant.
Yeah?
Mila, whatever her name is. Yeah. It's confirmed. I don't know if it's, I don't know if it's satire news or not, but it's all over the place that she's pregnant. Whether it's real or not, I don't know.
Oh, I bet.
Hey, even wolves are in the new spending bill.
Wolves are in the new spending bill.
Well, only if you're attacked. There's $1 million in the bill to compensate ranchers for livestock killed by wolves.
Is there anything about like homeless or anything?
No.
Maybe put some more money into schools.
No, because you know what it is? The homeless don't pay taxes, so why should they give a shit about it?
Who gives a shit about those
Right. The broke people who don't have any money
Never mind the
can't
fact.
pay any taxes, so why
I don't
should
know,
they give a
my-
shit about them?
That page is froze now. I can't move anything on it.
Your computer froze? What a
That
piece of
page,
shit.
apparently, there it goes.
Ooh.
Something must be happening because it just...
Yvonne just posted up this thing on our Facebook page about this cuckoo lady who drove her kids into the water.
Yeah.
She's cuckoo.
Ebony Wilkerson, the lady
Yeah.
that drove in Daytona Beach.
Yeah.
They're dropping the attempted murder charges.
Yeah, because she's
certifiably insane.
certifiably insane, right?
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I'm bipolar. Should I go ram my car into something? and say I'm certifiably
That's
insane?
not sufficient enough.
No, not at all. Yeah.
I hate that they use that as an excuse.
Well,
Personally.
yeah. I don't know. Chaos
certifiably
erupts over new Air Jordans.
Oh,
Did you hear about that?
Kids love their shoes.
I'm just reading headlines off of CNN. It says, white rhino dies, only 5 left in the world.
That's
I guess.
they need to do something about that.
At least if they know.
Right.
Yeah, if you know there's only that small amount, you should probably put them in a place where they can't be touched.
Did you see
trying
that
not to
picture of
do
that
that,
plane that they flew over some tribe over there that's never been...
Probably ever videotaped or seen.
Yeah, it's never been seen before, and it's never been contacted by any other human.
I didn't see that.
And they showed the picture of the plane, and they decided that they weren't going to really try to make contact too easy because the entire plane was covered with spears that they threw from like underneath the whole bottom of the plane. It's nothing. It looks like toothpicks sticking out the whole plane.
Yeah, because they're like, what the hell is that thing?
They're probably like, there's something coming from the sky, kill it!
Ancient aliens!
Yeah, just imagine how fucked up that tribe is now. They're now drawing that shit on rocks, going it came from the sky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Big bird, big bird.
There's one guy going. Everybody else is going. Oh.
We spirited. It did not die.
I want
We would worship.
to throw out a reminder to all of our listeners and watchers. If you want your house stolen from, robbed, destroyed, don't call Sterling Home Repair LLC. These are the people that so kindly opened their truck onto the side of my car and just kind of like laughed at me when I looked at them. Yeah, so if you want them to steal from you, rob, destroy your shit, then you hire them. But like I said, Sterling Home Repairs, they're a bunch of piece of crap. I sent them an email over the weekend just letting them know that, I call them a piece of shit over the internet every day.
No, FYI, you guys are a piece of shit, and I let everybody know that.
Yeah, over the internet, on my radio show every day. He sends me an email back. Oh, well, I'll just sue you for slander. I said, go right ahead, dickhead. It's called Talk Radio.
It's not slander if you actually...
If you actually are, yeah. There's no rumors going here.
Right? That's like somebody calls me an asshole. I can't sue you for slander. I am an asshole.
You're exactly right.
You're right.
You're
Absolutely.
Right. Thank you.
Anyway, guys, it is that time. It is break time. We are going to dump out into a commercial real quick. You're listening to Talk Radio, everyone. Thanks for listening, and we'll be right back.
If you're diabetic, this message could change your life. Is your blood sugar out of control even when you do all the right stuff? Are you afraid of diabetic blindness and the risk of amputation, as well as all those other side effects? Well, you should be. Is there anything that could help manage your blood sugar? Nobetes is a natural supplement that may quickly and dramatically lower your blood sugar.
My name is Bob Corder. I've been using Nobetes for about 3.5 to 4 months now, and in the first 3 months, I've actually lowered my blood sugars from 500s down to 139, and then it dropped to 88 to 293.
My name is Kirsten. I'm a type 1 diabetic, and while taking Nobides, my blood sugar levels dropped from 295 to 115 in just one day.
The FDA hasn't evaluated these statements, and Nobides isn't intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. But for many, it's helped drop their blood sugar. So if you've been evaluated with high blood sugar, don't delay. Evaluate Nobides now. Call 800-476-8044 and get 2 bottles free. Just cover shipping and handling. Call 800-476-8044. That's 800-476-8044.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-509-1453. That's 1-800-509-1453. Again, 1-800-509-1453. Call now.
Are you worried about losing your home to foreclosure? If you've been threatened with foreclosure or received legal papers from your bank, you have approximately 30 days to respond. If you do not respond, you could lose your home. You have rights. Act now to protect your rights. You can stay in your home. Many times you can even modify your loan. The bottom line is you can get past this, but you must act right now. If you've been served by your bank and you're worried about losing your home to foreclosure, now is the time to fight back and save your home. Time is limited, so call the professionals at National Foreclosure Defense right now.
800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. That number again is 800-932-4102.
You're struggling with your mortgage. You think about it. You don't do anything but think about it.
What are we going to do if we lose the house? Where are we going to go?
At work.
I can't let anybody find out. I'm so embarrassed.
At dinner.
How can I tell the kids? It's going to wreck their lives.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through this. What's going to happen to us?
It's time to stop thinking. It's time to start dialing. Call 1-888-995-HOPE for a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options.
I'm all alone.
No, you're not. We've helped over 1 million homeowners, and we want to help you. And now there are more ways to help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich, working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare? Having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom150.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom150.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom150.com. Go to freedom150.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom150.com.
Hey, this is not a test. This is rock and roll. Time to rock it from the Delta to the DMZ. Is that me or does that sound like an Elvis Presley movie? Viva Da Nang. Oh, viva Da Nang. Denying me. Why don't they get a rope and hang me? Hey, is it a little too early for being that loud? Hey, too late. It's 0600. What's the O stand for? Oh, my God, it's early. Speaking of early, how about that Cro-Magnon, Marty Drywitz? Thank you, Marty, for silky smooth sound. Make me sound like Peggy Lee. Freddie and the Dreamers.
The wrong speed. We've got it on the wrong speed. For those of you who are recovering from a hangover, that's going to sound just right.
Let's pull it right back down again. Let's try a little faster, see if that picks it up a little bit. Let's get up on 70, 18. Those pilots are going right now. I really like the music. I really like the music. I really like the music. Oh, still a bad song. Hey, wait a minute. Let's try something. Let's play this backwards and see if it gets any better. Look, this new hit. Freddie is the devil. Look, this new hit. Freddie is the devil. Hey, hi, can you help me? What's your name? My name's Roosevelt Lee Roosevelt. Roosevelt, what town are you stationed in? I'm stationed in Poontang. Well, thank you, Roosevelt. What's the weather like out there? It's hot. Damn hot. Real hot. Hotter than this is my shorts. I can cook things in it. Little crotch pot cooking. Well, can you tell me what it feels like? Fool, what is hot? I told you again. Were you born on the sun? It's damn hot. You can be a little thing. I saw it so damn hot. I saw one of those little guys in the orange robe burst into flames. It's that hot. You know what I'm talking about. What do you think it's going to be like tonight? It's going to be hot and wet. That's nice if you're with a lady, but it ain't no good if you're in the jungle. Thank you, Roosevelt. Here's a song coming your way right now. Nowhere to Run To by Martha and the Vandellas. Yes! Hey, you know what I mean. AFBN, rocking you from the Delta to the DMZ. AFBN, better than AFVD, which means you have to get a quick shot. We're moving on right now. Here's a little riddle for you. What's the difference between the Army and the Cub Scouts? Cub Scouts don't have heavy artillery. Hey, I'm in for an hour. I'm only getting 1,600. Why? Because I have to. It's the Army. Talking out the field today. Hi, what's your name? My name's Bob Fibber. Well, what do? I'm in artillery. Thank you, Bob. Can we play anything for you? Anything! Just play it loud, okay? No, I have to admit something to you. I just came from Crete with women that look like Zorba. Woo! Thank you. Those girls are just so pretty. Gomer, are you here in Vietnam? Yes, I am. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Linda, why did you name your daughter Linda Bird? Because Linda Dog would be too cruel. Easy, girl, easy. You know, if you pick them up by their ears, it doesn't hurt them as much. Oh, you're going straight to hell for that one. Watch out over there. Here's an incredible coincidence. Ho Chi Minh, Colonel Sanders, actually the same person. You be the judge. Our lines are open. Something real special right now. We've got our traffic report up there on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. How's it going up there? Well, Adrian, it's not going exactly well. There's a water buffalo jackknife up there. It's not a very pretty picture. There's horns everywhere. I don't know what to say. We're going to maybe drop in a little napalm there and try and cook him down. Maybe a little barbecue. Got a special man in the audience today right now. It's Mr. Leo. He's a fashion consultant for the Army.
Well, thank you, Adrian. I'm just very happy to be here. I want to tell you something. You know, this whole camouflage thing for me doesn't work very well. Why is that? Well, because you go in the jungle, I can't see you. You know, it's like wearing stripes and plaid. For me, I want to do something different. You know, you go in the jungle, make a statement. If you're going to fight, clash. You know what I mean?
Thank you for that lovely tune, that funky music will drive us till the dawn. Let's go, let's boogaloo till we puke. That's about it for the Adrian Crown Hour. I'm going to take myself out of the driver's seat, but I'm going to turn you over right now to Mr. Excitement. A man with limp damaged hair, but nevertheless a fireball. Dan Levitan!
Limited time offer, 24-month commitment and credit qualification required. Cancellation fee, auto pay, and paperless billing and other restrictions apply. If you can't see the difference, why pay the difference? Switch to Dish for the best deal in entertainment. Only Dish brings you the best in entertainment for less than $20 a month. Cut the cable and don't get directed. Switch to Dish because at just $19.99, Dish saves you every time you turn on the TV. It's so simple. The same channels cost less with Dish. So since you can't see the difference, don't pay the difference. Switch to Dish for the best deal in entertainment. Get premium movie channels free for 3 months, starting at just $19.99. Dish saves you every time you turn on the TV. Call now to save with Dish. Dial 1-800-518-1300. That's 1-800-518-1300. The same channels for less than $20 a month. Dish. Call 1-800-518-1300 for details.
Let me ask you a question. Are you getting enough? I bet you'd love more, right? Well, AdamandEve.com wants to give you more with 10 free gifts. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, a specially selected toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. So what do you have to do to get your 10 free gifts? It's not hard. Just go to adamandeve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code GIFT13 at checkout, and you'll get all 10 free gifts. Go check out adamandeve.com today. Select one item and get 10 free gifts, including free shipping, when you enter offer code GIFT13. That's GIFT 13 at adamandeve.com.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich, working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare, having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom150.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom150.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom150.com. Go to freedom150.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom150.com.
Are you freaking out?
That'll work. Forgot to.
Are you forgetting something?
Yeah, I'm like,
one
hello,
extra.
why?
Well, you got to remember, you got one extra button now.
Yeah. My mute. Right. Oopsie. And I'm looking at myself on the camera now, going, oh, what the hell's going on? Yeah, is there more? Oh, duh. So welcome back to Talk Shit Radio, everyone. 17 minutes after 8. Waiting for the Bright House technician to get here. Should be 8:30, somewhere around there. And if need be, we're going to have to end the broadcast a little earlier. Cameras are back up. Audio's back up. Excuse me. You can listen to us live and watch us live, both websites, facebook.com/Talk Shit TV Show, or you can go to www.TalkShitRadioNetwork.com. Scroll down on the homepage, and it has our live broadcast from Ustream playing. And for some reason, yeah, it's got a delay, though. Watch, see? See, ready? 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 Wait for it. Wait for it. Anyway, wait for it. For some reason, I got to go on to the editing site because the audio link should show that it's live as well.
Yeah, we're like a minute behind.
Yeah, it's 30, 40 seconds behind, something like that. But you can see us on Ustream. You search for Kennedy Studios, or you can go to YouTube, and search for Talk Shit TV Show. So, lot going on in the news, guys. A lot. Before we left, we talked about the White Rhino and ISIS, the hostage situation, all that kind of stuff. Not too many people in the chat room today, I gotta say. Chat's a little slow this morning, huh?
A little bit.
Me and Tony are helloing each other.
Yeah, I think you guys are helloing back and forth. Hi, hello. How are you? Hey, how's it going? What's up? What are you doing? Only 6 listeners right now, which is weird. Very weird for a Monday morning. Everybody is
usually
all
everybody
over
comes
it.
to see what we're doing on Monday.
Manic Monday.
I guess so. That's what I should
Is
have
it
named the
Manic
show
Monday?
again.
It must be.
It must be for everybody else. For here, we're just like, hello, 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 hello.
Echoes going on back and forth between
Right.
the two.
Yeah, and in reality, it's more like this. It's like when you open the door and look in the chat room. Shit. So, all right, we got my son was lynched, is what we were talking about. We just listened to the audio. I want to know, like I was saying, what makes her believe that her son was lynched? You know what I'm saying? That somebody, like you were saying, she probably just can't accept the fact, which, listen, I'm a parent. Tony, you're a parent.
Yes.
It's a hard thing to accept. Parents, what's the saying? Parents should not have to bury their children. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I could definitely, no, I can't sympathize with the woman. I can't even imagine what it's like because I don't know, and I don't ever want to know. But
like we were saying, it's hard enough to see your child throwing up over a toilet
Yeah.
and not knowing what to do.
Right. Exactly.
But for your son to do something like that and for you not to even know he was depressed.
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, what makes her think that he was lynched, or
Yeah.
you know, what does she think he was the happiest? Her logic behind that is really.
Yeah.
But where does she come from with saying that she was
That's
lynched
what I
with,
mean, right.
no evidence of a murder?
Right.
Foul play at all.
That's
Well, we don't know if there's any
Yeah,
evidence.
and now was it like in a real public place? Because I didn't catch that part.
Was it
Or
in a-
was it,
in
was
their
it,
home or something? Was
it was in their home,
Yeah, here,
wasn't
let
it?
me see. Full story. You got that, Yvonne? Or I got it right here. Let's see where it was, where it happened. This was in Carolina, obviously. Yeah.
I thought I heard something about a tree or whatever, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, committed suicide.
Now that could be why she's saying he
So
was
one
lynched.
summer night, it was overwhelming to me. Let's see. Call for the police investigators. Where the hell is it? You see it anywhere?
This is all. This
Where?
is all a cover up.
It's all
The mother killed him.
The teen had asthma, his mother said, and a doctor had recommended he exercise outdoors at night when the temperature and humidity dropped around 10:30. Lennon left his family's small apartment and headed down a dirt road. His family never saw him again alive. So it
So
did
yes.
not happen at the house.
No, it did not.
Just before 7:30 in the morning, he was found hanging from the frame of a swing set in the center of a mobile home community. According to medical documents, his body was covered in fire ants. His mother was called several hours later.
So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Now I definitely could understand.
Yeah, in South Carolina.
You run on the wrong dirt road into
walking
the
down the
wrong
road.
park.
Yep. Now that can be, good morning, John. How are you this morning? We were wondering where the hell everybody was. That could be a damn good possibility. Yeah. If it didn't happen in the house, then I could understand, being led to believe, hey, my son was lynched.
But there's no evidence of it.
There's no evidence that he was depressed either, other than he had asthma. And he was told to go jogging at night or exercise at night. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
Left his apartment, turned down the wrong
Yep.
road, wasn't seen again.
yep. That could be a damn good possibility. How the hell was your weekend this weekend, John? Mine was just spectaculicious. Well, hell, you know what the hell's going on here, but Papa got a brand new idea for some things, and John, I don't know if you just joined us, but come the first of the year, we are changing the show time. We will start Talk Shit Radio at 8 o'clock in the morning. Run it the 3 hours from 8 on instead of 7. So
From 8 to 11 instead of 7 to 10.
Right. So, and I think that'll give everybody a chance to wake up and scratch their eyes and
Get home from work.
or get home from work. Right. Yeah, for those of you that work nights. We have a U.S. Marine charged with murder.
Wow.
Yep. I haven't really read into the story. I've been seeing this headline popping up a lot. It's interesting because these are Marines.
Right.
Why are they being charged with murder? But
Isn't that their job?
Well, if you read the story, a U.S. Marine has been charged with murder in the death of a transgender woman who was found strangled in a Philippines hotel room in October. Now, we're not under... You going to school? Heading to work? All right, baby. Have a good day at work. I love you. My daughter, her job is to go to school. We're not in any conflicts in the Philippines. So then it has nothing... There is no war crimes being committed there. He committed crimes against another person.
To me, it kind of sounds like he committed a sexual crime.
Yeah, hate crime.
Not even a hate crime.
Possibly a raping.
Well, he could have...
I'll let you know right here. It says her naked body was found with her head in a toilet in an Olongapo hotel room shortly after midnight. Witnesses told police that Pemberton was with Lottie at a local disco before the two checked into a hotel room on the night of October. Okay.
Oh, yeah, they were getting freaky leaky.
He probably didn't know she was a he.
And then when it was just taped up, he freaked
Got
out.
back to the hotel room. Started doing some playing. Stuck his hand down there. His fingers didn't go in anywhere. He thought they were going to go in.
He felt the belly button.
And he felt a little bump and said, hey, what the hell's going on over down here? Yeah. There's something
There's
right.
a lot of
That don't feel like any vagina I ever felt before.
But now you're in the Philippines.
I want to know what goes through your mind right at that second. When you realize that you are making out with a guy.
Never been in a position like that, so I couldn't
My
tell you what
sister's
was going through
husband.
your mind.
My damn 7 is perfect. Damn 7.
Yeah, there she is. Yeah,
Who's that?
I think that's her. Because I clicked on another story, and that's what's popping up.
Wow.
Brisbane transgender murder-suicide shocks residents. I wouldn't have cared. Sorry.
No, that's different.
It's not her?
No, different.
Upscale Brisbane neighborhood. Nope, different girl.
Yeah.
And this one, I would have done it.
Yeah.
This one you could mistake at a disco. I want to see the other one. I want to see what the mistake was.
Shit. I will be willing to bet he got back, realized it was a dude.
Because the only reason I said that is because it's in the same exact.
John's saying, damn, 7 is perfect for him because I'm sure by 8 o'clock he's at work and it's going to miss the show that by then. Right. So,
how's that? Because he just chimed in just a few minutes ago. And
well,
it's
he
after
might have been
8
listening.
now,
He
so-
might have been listening, but not. I don't know. John, you have any answer
It's
for that?
after 8 now, so and he's just
Explain the 7 is perfect, John. Explain it to us.
explain it because
Explain it
here
to me,
you
John.
are not chiming in till after
Tony's
8
calling
o'clock.
you out, dude.
So
I'm going to have to swap these wires. There's too much pull on that wire there.
there's too much pull. It's not long enough.
My wire's being pulled.
He's too short.
My wire's too short. No, that's too much.
Can't get it in.
Yeah, no, it went in, no problem. I was just doing a swappy.
Yeah, so you got
I
it
don't
now?
know. I don't
Sure?
know.
It ain't jerking the side of your head no more?
No, it's good. No more jerking going on.
Wow, I have to admit
Except in that hotel room over in the Philippines.
I have to admit that this murder of this transgender woman is way worse.
Really?
She was murdered by her boyfriend.
He.
We were all talking about it at the same time I was drinking coffee.
Right?
It looks more like a female than I do.
It does look damn
So you could mistake it.
female-ish. Post it.
Yeah, so I can look
I'll
at
post
it.
it so you
I
can
don't
see
know
it
where.
down.
Yeah,
I commit murder also.
Well, this one's boyfriend,
Man.
the neighbors
Confusing.
complained of what smelled like dog food and rotting meat.
Oh, boy.
Upon entering, officers found human remains.
Ugh.
A Queensland police service statement said police said they found various body parts cooking and chemicals, according to the reports.
Sulfuric acid.
Yummy.
Further remains were found in garbage bags. Police have yet to
Wow.
formally identify either. I don't want to mess up their names, but
Just go for it.
Ezekiel
Yeah, fuck it
or
all up.
Volky.
Yeah, that guy.
So it looks like both of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn it, man. Doing some liquidation, I guess, of some things in
Looks
the
like they've
most
been watching
literal
too much
sense.
TV.
Getting rid of. But they were boyfriend and girlfriend, it says, right?
Yeah.
So they've been going together for a while.
Was allegedly murdered by her boyfriend,
Yeah.
Marcus Peter Volky, who
So-
later on took his own life.
He was probably fucking it.
And didn't realize.
Well, probably did realize if he started
no,
dating.
No. There was
They
there
can
was
cover it up that
there was
well?
a few stories. Yes, they can. Dude, let's think about it, man. Okay, right. The chick reaches down there, or it reaches down there, puts it where it needs to go, not where you think it's going.
Mm-hmm.
Never turns the light on, like she said. You know, never lets you go down on it. You would never know any difference.
Nope.
Doesn't let you. Oh, I don't like being touched. Don't touch me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
There's so many.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, I want to see.
wouldn't
Take your
know.
clothes off. Go
Yeah.
stand over there. Put the light on. I want to see what you got. You know what I'm
A
saying?
lot of the
Yeah.
excuses, because I've hung out with a lot of gay people
Mhm.
and stuff like that, and a lot of the transgender use the excuse of a period. I'm on my period.
But if you're only doing anal to this person, then you would have to have vaginal sex at one point or another. They can't always be on their fucking period.
Women can come up with a million different excuses. I'm on my period.
Women or transvestites.
Well, transvestites, but they use women excuses. I'm on my period. I have a yeast infection.
Yep.
I mean, something that, okay, well, if you still want to have fun, go to the back door.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
You know, true. I didn't even think about that being a legitimate, hey, listen, I'm on my thing. Here,
So if you
I'll
got
let
a
go
girlfriend
here.
that's constantly like, hey.
Yeah, that only likes
Might
anal.
wanna turn the lights on
If I were
for the
you,
first
I'd,
time.
I'd hold a flashlight close to you one day and flip it on and kind of do a little quick peek down there, make sure everything's, make sure nothing's hanging lower than yours.
This is duct tape?
Right? Yeah, and every once in a while, if you feel
Why do
something
you
banging
have
across the bottom of your
mustache But see, that would never happen to me.
No, like I
It
said,
would never happen to me
happen
neither.
to me ever.
lights got to be on. I want to see what's down there.
Right? I
I wanna see what it looks like.
Lights or no lights? I want eyeball contact.
Yeah, I want to
first.
touch too. Yeah,
So,
I'm going to poke you down there just to make sure.
enough said.
Do a little Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, that was funny. He starts walking around going up to people, and one lady's like, "Oh."
Oh, he's Australian.
She's like, "Whew, nobody's touched me like that down there in years."
I like the little duck.
Yeah. Whack, whack. Whack, whack. Okay, on that note. Got quiet all of a sudden. What happened? Well, so far so good. It's 8:30 in the morning, but
he
still no
says
technician.
I.
Huh? I.
Yeah, I guess that's all he's got to say for
I.
Y7 is perfect.
Yeah. I, Captain.
I, Captain.
He is Irish, so I. No, that
No,
would be
not that guy. He
Scottish.
just said I.
Yeah, right.
That would be Scottish.
Not AYE.
Does that mean, I don't know?
Well, he'll chime in one letter at a time.
Yeah,
I
because
guess.
I mean, that was only,
That was like us. That day.
Yeah,
the word game.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, there you go. Playing the word game. Oh, boy. Here we go.
See what comes
The word
up
game.
next.
I will be.
Obedience.
Here we go. Tony and I were doing this when we were supposed to sound engineer another show, but we decided to just...
I guess it's John's turn next, or whoever wants to chime in.
Yeah, so we just decided to play the word game. And, yeah, we couldn't keep a straight face during the show.
Because I was sitting over there running all the stuff, and he was sitting over right next to me, just on the other computer, and they're over here trying to do the show.
Yeah. So that's how it goes. All right, I'm out of that one, guys. Here we go. All right, so if anybody's wondering what's going on, we've decided here to switch the show over from an audio show to a one-word chat show, and it's actually gone to the gutter within about 5 words.
Not even.
What's funny is it doesn't go away. It stays up there. So while you guys are playing that, I'm going to try and find some news here.
I see I got 3 inmates in Alabama jail escape.
Yeah, didn't something happen to one of them? Or
No, they were both got away on foot and had a ride or a car waiting for them nearby where the dogs lost their scent. 2 of them were up for murder, capital murder charges.
That's right.
So that's life right there. They had a reason, to escape. But the other one, he was only doing burglary charges, armed robbery and burglary.
Yeah.
So I mean, instead of figure armed burglary is 2.5 to 5, now you're going to be doing 8, 9.
Right.
That's stupid. That's like when I was doing weekends for some traffic bullshit in Hernando County. Some guy he only had like 6 months left, and they were out on detail, and he walked away from the detail. They gave him 5 years for attempted escape.
But now, is it his fault that he walked away? I mean, temptations do arise when you're out
Yes,
on
they do.
trustee.
Yes, they do.
But the CO or the sheriff or whoever's watching you, he has authority to shoot you if you start to walk away.
Yep.
They say, go ahead, if you want to walk away, walk away. Right. It's not hurting them in any.
You know what I
way.
never understood was that whole the whole prison thing where you get to leave to go to your job and then you have to check back in? The trustees would do that.
That's work release, I would think it would be.
Wicked, dude.
My
That
best
is
friend's
wicked.
brother got that shit.
Really?
And his mom, they would use it. The mom would meet him up at his job so he could hang out with his kids.
See, now, how is that jail? You're leaving to go to your job, come
I
back.
think the only way you're allowed to do that is towards the end of your
Yeah.
sentence if you've been like a model citizen or
You
a
gotta be
model
good. Let the
inmate.
fucking guy go. I
At
mean,
that point, yeah.
You're
If
getting
you're gonna let him do this, you're just
room and
wasting
board, room and board for free. You're going to, you're going to your job.
Right.
I think that the jail gets a percentage of what you take in from this job from your check because it gets sent to the jail.
Yes.
They probably cash if you putting it into your account, your books on the books, whatever it is, in jail, and they're making a profit.
Yep.
Just because they're letting you out.
The annual cost per inmate. All right. Let's see.
Oh, it's probably a couple of $100 a day.
It's it averages $47,102 a year for to incarcerate an inmate in a state prison.
So figure that's
And
50. That's 52 hours.
Well, that's back in
50 hours.
That was from 2001 to 2009.
What was that number again?
$50 a day.
47,102. $47,102.
Divided by 365 days.
365.
That's $129.04 a day
Yeah.
per inmate.
Yeah, which
Say
is
you
actually
got-
probably a little low. Well, no, that's an average.
Well, you're looking at it as electric, food,
Well, then
clothing.
that's actually probably right. Yeah.
It's everything
Yeah.
all in one day. Cleaning supplies, whatever they
John-
have to get.
John's reading the chat and going, "What the hell is that?" These guys just went off in their own world. We call that the word game, John.
You started it with
you
I.
started it. You put in I, and then we just went off on the word game, and everybody put in one word, and the conversation goes whichever way it goes.
Yeah.
And this one just happened to go downhill fast. Oh man. But yeah, I mean,
$129.
I know here in Hernando County, I think it's like $50 a day or $100 a day.
That's what I thought it was. I thought it was like
$25
$50,
a day.
$60.
$25 a day, right? I think. I don't know. I think it's $25 a day.
And the inmates, whoever go out on work release, probably get charged for a day every time
Sounds like, how come the camera's not on for that one?
Every time they leave.
I don't mind interrupting. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind interrupting. But anyway, I don't mean to interrupt. But John goes, okay, then who is coming on whose face? Like I said, it's just that one word thing where.
And it so sucks
it
being the only
goes-
female in here right now.
Yeah, because you guys stay the fuck away from my face. You know what I'm
Right?
saying?
It's like, no,
Tony, don't spit that.
You were about to find out what's coming on someone's face.
Yeah, and that would have been Tony's coffee coming all over Timmy's face because Tony went.
Not coming on my
Yeah,
face.
but you called me. It could have gone all the way around.
Yeah, true. Here is one. Now, here's a totally different number. And this is through the Vera Institute of Justice. This one, what is the price of prisons? What incarceration costs taxpayers? And that's from updated all the way from January 2012 to 7/2012, which is so far the recent one. And Vera researchers found the total taxpayer cost of prisons in the 40 states that participated in the study was 13.9% higher than the cost, blah, 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 blah. So they're saying out of the 40 states, it costs $39 billion dollars a year, us, annually. Taxpayers. That's ridiculous. Holy shit. I'm going to put this up. And that's our prison for profit system that we got going on there.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yep. Exactly.
And there's a lot of jails around the U.S. that are not government owned. They're privately owned also.
Yeah. Hernando County was one of them till the sheriff's department took it over. It was called CCA, Corrections Corporations of America.
Mm-hmm.
That was such a fuck up organization. I mean, they've been known just to be so stupid to let people go that were in jail for murder and shit like that just because they're idiots. One of the inmates impregnated one of the guards. Yeah, just stupid shit. Yep. A few of the guards were having sex with some of the female inmates. I mean, there was crazy
Corruption.
crazy shit going on. Yep.
And then that's when the sheriffs had to take it over.
That's when the sheriffs took over. They threw out Correction Corporations of America and took over the jail.
Because they probably got wind of it, and they had to step in because the accusations and the stories and the facts that happened.
Oh, yeah, you can't let that go.
No.
That's like that school that they just, with those kids. Come to find out all those kids have been murdered on that private school.
Yeah. What is that again?
Oh, man.
Is that Sandy Hook?
No, not Sandy Hook. It's up in North Florida. It's Dozier School
Dozier.
for Boys. Yeah, all the way stemming back to the 1900s. They've been torturing boys for years and years and years and years. They've been exhuming bodies now for what? A few years now, actually. They've been exhuming children's bodies that were tortured and murdered at this home for boys.
They're doing autopsies, basically. Not autopsies.
They're just
but
pulling
examining
out bodies of these kids.
examining these bones to make sure.
Identifying them, right. Trying to identify them, trying to give the family and loved ones closure.
Where are these?
Just Google. Go ahead on Google and put in Dozier, like bulldozer, School for Boys, and you'll be dumbfounded at what you read. The things that went on there were just
now. Were these
horrific.
Bodies buried on campus?
Dude, they were tortured,
no name graves,
unmarked graves, buried in the back of the school property.
Shitty little nailed
crosses. If they died, and the parents questioned it, they always, this one caught a cold and got sick. This one got bubonic plague. This one got this. This one got that. Just horrific.
This one had tuberculosis because that was probably raging back then.
Horrific things these kids were going through. Some of the stories, and they're still survivors today because the school was open until, it'll tell you.
1930s, it says they were rebuilding another hall.
Yeah, it was horrific. The school just closed maybe...
Wow, like 2 or 3 years ago it just closed.
Right. Wow. And they've been torturing. It's just...
Why? Because they were under investigation. I mean, they'll probably say it here, but...
I don't know. I don't know why they closed, but, I mean, all of a sudden, they start exhuming, remains of... Right,
That's
remains.
crazy.
And I think that was because someone sung one of the... some of the kids that are adults now started talking, and then they all got together and they did this big investigation. I don't know all the details,
Should have done that years ago.
Right, it's all there. So, but it's it was crazy what went on. What's up?
No, I was just looking at this sheriff in Arizona, the one that has the tent city.
Tent city?
Yeah, because we were talking about the prison. I was looking to see because he makes the prisoners out there wear pink. They don't have anything special. They don't even have meat in their diet anymore.
Really?
Well,
yeah. You don't. You go to jail for doing a crime. You don't get, privileges.
Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. I
What
mean,
is
that's
it?
the way he
This
believes
is
it.
prison, state,
and
It's
they're out in
county,
a tent.
one of the
It's
biggest
county.
counties in Arizona.
They're out in
I
a
guess.
tent?
County is like 14 million people. So
wow.
Yeah.
That's scary.
You got Korean surplus tents.
Mm-hmm.
And he made a jail outside.
Dude,
now
it's
it's like
100
2,400 people.
Yeah, it's 100 and something degrees outside.
Yeah. And they wear pink underwear. Looks like all their bed sheets and everything else is pink.
Pink. I'd be a pissed off inmate.
Used to be white until they put the reds in with it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'd be one
and I've
pissed
seen a
off
couple
inmate.
of things on him before, but I thought it was cool. You want to do, you want to do some prison time here. This is what
Yeah, I
you're gonna
guess
get.
you're right. Yeah, I mean,
Come
you
here
wanna
and wear
screw
pink.
up.
He's got in the jail or whatever. It
They
says
probably teach you humility. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it says there's like an old Word document thing. The ones that do the flashing and whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, over the tent thing saying vacancy.
Oh Jesus.
Bates Motel.
That's bad.
You want to wear
Oh
pink?
yeah, but I mean, he makes these people work for whatever it is that they, that prison has to pay for
They're
itself.
still humans. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, there are those animals. You
Yeah,
know
but
what
he
I'm
don't
saying?
treat them
But
like, that far
that's that heat. That would make me feel like I'm being treated like an animal.
back. I guess there's been some people stay through there, like Mike Tyson spent a little time there, and somebody else. Let me see if I can find
Mike
his name
Tyson
again.
stayed there. Is that what you're saying?
He did a little time there. Let me see where.
This is Arizona.
Basketball player Charles Barkley.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. That sucks. I just flipped over to Vice News, and it says in Africa, more than 120 dead as overcrowded ferry sinks in the DR Congo. You guys, I'm sure you guys have seen those videos in those countries over there on that side of the world where they like load up on a damn car and there's like 60 people in like a 4-seater, or you know, like the train. There's like people hanging off the edges of trains, and well, I mean, did you think you were going to be able to put that many people on the boat and get away with it? You know? It's like taking everybody we've ever had on Talk Shit out on a 15-foot John boat. How far out in the water do you think you're going to get? You know, I mean, you put me, you, Joe, Maria, Michelle, Tim, and Yvonne. Never mind anybody else in a John boat. That puppy's going to be down close to the water. That's a lot of weight.
Me and you on a little canoe, we're going down.
No, we're talking about like a John boat, the
I'm talking
aluminum,
like a 15-foot John
flat
boat.
bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, that's
Just like the wooden boarded bottom.
So you
No,
think about
it's
a big
aluminum.
ferry,
Oh, it's
and
aluminum.
you overcrowd a big, huge ferry with cars, whatever else you put on there. Tony, you know you're out there every night. That top gets heavy, boy. She starts swaying. That's all she wrote. Night, night. Night, night. And I've learned a lot about watching these battleship things with the flat bottoms and the deep Vs. And I mean, I've always known a deep V doesn't rock as much in the waves as a flat bottom would, and this and that. But the wider the boat and the flatter the bottom, the more of a chance you got of cracking that bitch right in half. And I didn't know that. When they first started building battleships, they would come back into port with stress cracks because they made them so wide that the ship was doing this.
Twisting.
Yeah. They would come back with all these stress cracks. I watched that whole thing on the USS Alabama. That was badass. That freaking boat went through some shit. It was built in the 40s. It was mothballed 3 times. It fought every war that we've been in up until the last Gulf War when they
refurbished how many times?
Yeah,
you know, worked on every
Amazing.
single time.
The one time they brought it into port, it took them 8 months to put in, you know, like put rockets on it and just all the updated shit, then send it back out. 8 months
for upgrades.
For upgrades. Well, I want one. Hey, you guys ever watch what is that, Whale Wars?
Yeah.
Go buy a big old battleship, show up down there, them fucking Japanese will run the hell out of that damn whale sanctuary. Without the guns on it, just think about it. Even with the guns
You're
on
shooting
it,
fucking water at
right?
them.
Even with the guns on it, I mean, you know, that'd scare the hell out of you. Think about what one of them. Think about like the USS Alabama just being down there up against one of them harpoon ships.
Mm-hmm.
I would be at this giant battering ram in the water, and be like, bah, bah.
Blow them out of the water that way.
Ah, fuck blowing them out of the water. I just drive. If they, they got in my way. Can't turn this thing. How long are them things? 1,000 feet long, hundreds of thousands of tons. They just don't stop.
I try.
Yeah.
I tried.
I put it in reverse. Didn't help. But sir, the log says that after you put it in reverse, you went full speed ahead. Yeah, well, sure, if I'm going to hit it, I'm going to do it right.
Well, no, actually, what happened was I put it in
I
reverse
tripped and
and
fell.
I went over them, and then it just went over them again.
That's
you know?
what it was. It was the
You
impact.
should have just left it in drive. They would only got ran over once.
Right. See?
Well,
Dumb maritime rule. Where are we at? Let's see. It's wow, it's 10 to 8 or 10 to 9.
Yeah.
And the old technician ain't been here yet.
You really thought they were going to be here today?
Yeah, he's not going to come with like.
Hey, he
That
was
was
here
good.
right on time Saturday morning.
This should be
Yeah,
his
that's 'cause you
first.
were pissed.
This should be his first stop over here.
It's supposed to be. Yeah. But we'll see what happens. We will see. They're probably like, you know what? Screw that guy. Canceled us. I was there at or I ain't going back. Probably like, kiss my ass. Buffalo cop caught beating man with baton by local TV channel, then lets him go after being told he's being recorded. Busted. Yeah, right? time-lapse video shows massive amounts of people who protested police brutality today. What else we got? San Diego City Council staffer wanted to shoot police brutality protesters in City Hall. Whatever.
Wanted to.
Yeah. A tale of two videos. The difference between an accidental shooting and murder by cop. Ooh, let's check that out.
That one caught you.
That one caught me eye. That one came from within. All right, so it says, as soon as it stops fucking moving around, I'll go ahead and read it. All right, so it says the anti-media is where this is shown on, and it says cops make mistakes too. When the subject of police murders comes up, someone will inadvertently state that the cops aren't perfect. That's true, and accidents do happen. The videos of police killings can show much more than just a mere chain of events leading up to the death. They can often give great insight into the officer's state of mind at the time he pulled the trigger or beat somebody to death. A well-adjusted person does not want to kill another human being. Fewer than 4% of soldiers are natural-born killers.
Yeah, and then they're scarred when they get back.
Yeah.
They're fucking, every time they shut their eyes, they're back in war.
Yep.
Or back-
Douglas MacArthur was a 5-star general, an Army Chief of Staff, and a Medal of Honor recipient. Excuse me. His father earned the Medal of Honor while Brash, he was a paramedical soldier and could draw his own wartime experiences and his father's. On the subject of the horrors of war and killing, he said, "The soldier above all others prays for peace, for it is the soldier who must suffer and bear the deepest wounds and scars of war." So it's the dead that got the easy way out, is what that says.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It really
because
is.
they don't have to worry about it when they go
That's
home.
right. Yep.
They don't carry it.
There are no more burdens to bear. Exactly. So, that was interesting. I'm going to put that up on Facebook page. It goes on to read. And I'll put that on the Facebook page if anybody wants to check out into it.
Put it on up there.
Putting it on.
Put
up.
it on there.
Putting it on up.
But now, were they saying
to
that
the Facebook page
that cops accidentally fire their guns?
Well, that's why it says, it goes on to read more about, what goes on. It talks about, enduring the combat, even during war and police, what they have to suffer and so on and so forth. And that's why I'm putting it on the page, so everybody else can check it out for themselves and read on. I don't think there's any audio to it, but I don't know why I'm coughing the way I am.
See
it. Oh, looks like we lost the camera.
So we did.
Battery time. That camera will be right up. Tim's going to take care of that. That's the last good battery we got. After that, they're all dead. So
Dead.
yeah, they're all dead. Ski.
Did you guys see this article of the man shot face down in the back of the head during a SWAT raid?
Oh,
That found no drugs.
really? No, I did not see that.
It says that police claim the victim was acting aggressively after they kicked in his door unannounced, without identifying themselves in the SWAT raid.
Wow.
Where was
I'd
this?
act aggressive too.
Where was this? In here? In Florida?
Lawrence County, Georgia. It looks like the Georgia widow is going to file charges against the Lawrence County Police
Hell yeah.
following the murder of her husband in the SWAT raid on their home in September.
Okay. What was the reason for the raid? Does it say?
It says that her attorney claimed he was, of course, shot in the head face down, which... What?
Yeah, and I bet you they'll either accidental discharge
Mm-hmm.
and then deem it an accident, or he was resisting or something. And yeah.
Let's see what it says.
It doesn't say what the warrant was for or anything.
In fact, Hooks owned a construction company that contracted with the military. He had undergone background checks by the Department of Homeland Security and Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms to obtain his security clearance.
So, we made a mistake.
That changes things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big.
Well, why?
That changes things.
Why
a
is he
lot.
being under investigation?
Because
What
he's
background
not
checks?
he's not a dirtbag. Number one,
No,
right
yeah.
there you can see he's not a dirtbag.
Homeland Security had to do a background check on them, and that's really high.
Very, very, yeah.
So 44-hour search, and they found nothing.
44 hours. So when they realized they screwed up,
They searched for 44
They try to
hours
find
trying to find
something.
Something.
Give me anything.
Getting a little nervous because she's not back yet from the bus.
Well, she had to go to the store.
Oh, did she?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. Okay. That's right, yeah. I don't know if you guys remember last week I was talking, and we put up a story about the new military weapon that they have, the laser.
Laser, yes.
That bitch badass or what?
Yeah, I saw videos of that.
Have you seen it work?
I seen them put down a couple of boats that they had in the water.
You haven't watched it be used on a drone yet?
No.
Yeah, it's got an auto trajectory system, auto tracking system. Once it's locked on the target, the plane could be doing this, the laser's doing this. Once they ignite the beam, like 4 or 5 seconds after that, poof, it blows it up. It says it's
Disintegrated.
Yep, it's 30 kilowatt laser.
I wonder if they're doing that out in the Gulf today.
No, that was different.
They're doing testing out there.
Yeah, but they're using ordnance. Those booms that we've been hearing.
Yeah. I ain't heard them.
You haven't heard those?
I
Yeah.
haven't heard them.
Last
but they
week
were
we
talking
hearing
about
them.
them on Friday or whatever.
That's
now.
what it was. Friday they were talking about
They're
it. Yeah, it
supposed
was
to
like
resume
Wednesday
it
or
today.
Thursday. Are they? Yeah.
They're supposed to be resuming it today.
They might be. They might very well be down there testing that laser.
150 miles offshore.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a long way away.
How long would it take you to get out there?
150 miles?
Long time.
Going 8 knots? 7.5, 8 knots?
Long time, right? And that's what, a mile and a half?
That's about 10 to 12 miles an hour or something.
Right. So it's about a mile and a half per knot, right?
Yeah. So
you're talking a long damn time.
9 hours.
Oh, that's okay. I thought days.
No.
150 miles at 12 miles an
Yeah.
hour.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah.
Is that all you can go? Top speed on the boat?
Without blowing it up,
Without
probably.
blowing it up, probably. To
Yeah.
cruise along nicely.
Yeah, because you
without-
overrev
without-
the motor.
Yeah.
It's different with a boat motor connected to a diesel engine.
Mm-hmm.
With a truck, you can over rev it, but at least you have all that resistance of the wheels, the load, the ground. That propeller starts spinning. That propeller starts spinning because it's direct to the back of the motor, right? There's no lag or nothing, right? Once you engage the drive,
Oh, that's probably right on the drive.
there's no stall speed converter where it kind of
No. It's direct drive.
Direct. So yeah, if the motor's doing 7,000 RPMs, the prop's doing 7,000.
The only thing
RPMs.
between the engine and transmission is like
a bearing, right?
It's
Like a
it's
carrier
clutch
bearing?
plate.
Clutch plate. Okay. So there's a little slip to it then.
Yeah.
But you
yeah,
can
but
adjust
not much,
that.
and that's only for shifting it from forward to reverse. And
Oh,
forward
so
to
yeah,
neutral. That's
it's
all it's for.
It's direct drive. You get hung up on a rock, you'll bust the shaft. That's not gonna. The clutch ain't gonna slip, is what you're saying.
Right. You hit something,
you're gonna break a shaft. It's
Yeah.
gonna keep you.
you hit something with it, get something tangled in it too much, you're going to twist it off.
Do you remember watching Jaws? Perfect example. When
He's
Quinn
doing, like,
is
30.
running,
Yeah.
scared, and you can tell he's scared, and he's pushing down on it. He over-revved the diesel, which pretty much gets it so hot that all the oil washes out between the rings, and then it just becomes one big, giant chunk of metal sitting in your boat. Nothing left. Yep. I just watched Gold Rush. A loader got away from him. You know, when the fuel pump takes a shit and the motor just over-revs.
Yeah.
I've never personally seen that.
I have.
It was pretty wicked to watch it. Wow, fucking thing starts blowing smoke, and then poof!
The only way you can shut it, because I've had one,
Is to disconnect the fuel source, right?
no. It will continue to run. It'll start sucking the oil out of the engine and just run on it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
How do you shut it down?
To close off the intake, the air intake. That's it. It's the only way you can shut it off, is to shut the air off to the turbine.
Well, that's why up in the mountains they call them the runaway truck ramps. They have them as you're going down a mountain. They'll have what's called the runaway truck ramp, all right? And it's a pull-off that does this.
To
So
stop.
you would think, okay, what happens when you get all the way to the top? You roll backwards. No, there's 6-foot gravel. Once you hit it, the truck drops 6 foot into gravel. Throws gravel everywhere.
And then what
The
happens?
truck stops dead. The motor blows up because you ain't going nowhere. I've never had
Yeah,
to
if
use
you
one.
can't shut
thank
that
God.
motor off,
Yeah.
if you can't shut it down, if there's no emergency shut off, and I've seen a couple of boat engines that actually had an emergency flapper
Yeah, where it would
that they could
close off the
close off
intake
the
and
air
choke
intake.
it. Right, yeah.
My boat didn't
I've never
have
seen
that. Throwing towels and all kinds of shit around
stuffing it in there.
around the filter, around the air intake.
My boat didn't have that. Obviously, you've had it happen to you firsthand then.
Yes.
Yikes. Well, in a boat, I guess it would be a little different because you got a little, unless you're in a canal.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm not sure exactly what caused it because after that we started back
Fuel
up
pump.
and ran fine. No,
There's fuel pump problems. Whenever you get a runaway motor, most of the time it's fuel
ran
pump
fine.
problems.
Never did it ever again.
Really?
Yeah.
You got
It was
lucky.
just one of those times.
Anytime I've ever heard about it,
Yeah, it
That
wasn't
always
my
takes me
boat
along.
personally. I
Yeah.
mean, it wasn't my personal boat, but it was
Yeah.
one I was running at the time.
that would suck.
The owner of it came down
Just
the,
go out
the next day and
go out to the
you
end
know,
of the rack, turn the wheel.
Yeah, spin around in circles.
Hey, listen, Coast Guard, we got a little problem here because you don't want to go in any direction. You know what I mean? You want to stay as close to shore as you can. Or actually, I would just pull it out of gear and let it blow.
Yeah, because I did everything. I was like, pull the throttle
Just
down,
let it blow so you don't die.
You know, I was like, what's
Yeah.
going on with it? You know,
Yeah, I would just
I was
pull it-
glad it happened at the dock. It didn't happen out there.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't even in gear.
No.
Okay.
It's not like you're going. It's
Yeah,
not
but that
like you're
would
going
suck
20
if it
knots.
happened at the
You know,
dock.
20,
No,
30
and it was
knots.
in neutral, so it was like winding up there.
That
You
would
know,
suck
I mean,
if you
it was
just
like,
put it in gear and you're pulling out the dock where you guys got to make that turn. You'd make that turn, but holy shit, you'd be crapping in your pants.
Oh yeah, you would, because if you can't shut down and somebody else is pulling out of a slip,
Yeah,
ahead of you,
buddy.
you're gone.
I've watched a
In a
couple
no-wake
times.
zone?
Listen, I've sat
no
there
wake
and
zone,
watched.
Yeah.
and there's another sharp turn
They'll,
right at the end
they'll
of the
pull
docks.
out, and literally, I've watched with Tony's boat because of where they're parked. You have to get it out of gear and then kind of turn the wheel back, reverse it, and then back in the drive to get it because you.
Only
Start
because
drifting.
at low tide there's a rock.
Yeah,
It's right out,
And you
in
can't
front
cut it too
of the
close to
slip.
there. To the,
Yeah,
to
because
the-
you can bump the rock or whatever.
Yeah,
So,
with a wood fiberglass bottom, you don't want to bump
Oh, shit.
nothing.
yeah. Well, we got a steel shoe down our keel.
Yeah, well, that doesn't do anything for the side. You know
No,
what I'm
it
saying?
doesn't. That's it.
And all I picture is like when Jaws, back to Jaws, he's banging on the inside of the boat, the wood just going boom, boom.
Yeah.
That's scary shit right there. Well, you're glassed over, right?
Yeah, but I've
Yeah.
had porpoises do the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
To the back of
Smacking on the
boat.
bottom
Yeah.
of the boat?
Wham! And it's like,
would
really
freak me
chasing
out.
fish?
You're like,
Yeah, you chasing fish or did I piss you off? Here, eat.
No, because they've been out there. Well, I'll tell you what was the worst was the sharks.
Yeah,
The sharks were that thick out there. They were hammering the side of the boat.
that's funny.
I mean, there were huge.
You ever
sharks
run
out there.
anything over and just like see it come up from the back of the boat?
blood.
Yeah, a little chewed
Little,
up.
yeah, a little scream.
No.
They're probably smart enough to stay
Only thing
away
I've really
from
run
that
over is
crop,
like
yeah.
crab trap ropes or whatever because you can't
Oopsie.
you don't see them really in the dark. And
I
it's
was
like-
looking at the video that Maria posted. You don't outside the area of the light of the boat. You don't see nothing,
It's black.
and the water's crystal clear.
Mhm.
Looks black.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe with a a regular professional light camera, you might be able to see something.
Yeah,
else in
that's
the dark.
true.
You
Yeah,
gotta
but
be able
still,
to.
holy shit!
I haven't
man.
really tried my video camera,
Mhm.
but that was video. From,
If you do, I'll give you that LED light that mounts on
yeah,
the top.
'cause some of that is video from the phone, and some of that is video from
Well, the
the
one
the
that
regular little camera.
the one I
you know.
think she said she took with her phone, you can clearly see the dolphin swimming up. The only thing is them fucking seagulls, dude. What a pain in the balls they are. I'd be out there with a shotgun
At night?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, he put some new lights on the boat. They're what are them?
they
Stupid.
follow you too, dude. They know what comes
Yeah,
off
they're-
them boats.
they
He
know-
put some
yeah,
new-
they know
he
what
put some
food is.
LED lights on the boat.
The one day he pulled out,
And
there
they're
was one of
bright.
them sitting on top of the boat.
Oh yeah.
Let's
You
go.
pulled out, he's on the roof. Dude, this is gonna be nice. I don't even have to fly
It's a
out
fucking
there.
buffet coming up.
Yeah, yeah. He's just sitting there. Yeah, probably rode all the way out with you on the roof.
No, probably not.
No.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got to go up there.
But I
and do
know
that.
there was one. I don't think she got a picture of it.
Right.
We were actually dragging the trawls.
He's just sitting on the end.
And
of
so
the
the
thing.
rope is going at an angle, right? And it bounces because the trawl. That's how you can
Was
tell
he
you're
on the
not
rope?
locked off. And he's just sitting on the rope. Every once in a while, his wings would go out because he'd lose balance.
Yeah.
And he's sitting sideways because the rope
Yeah,
goes down.
yeah,
at an angle,
yeah.
So he's like bouncing. along.
He's waiting for that,
Going-
that net to come.
Going mine,
Yeah.
mine. That's
And then he finally lost his balance enough where he had
it
to
flew
fly
away.
off.
Yeah,
But
that's too funny.
it was funny.
Did you name him?
That's fucked up. Isn't it? All that torture shit that's coming out in the CIA. She was
Oh,
just
yeah.
reading this article. The CIA is getting harassed for all the torture they've done to the. You know what? Torture them some more.
Yeah.
They're terrorists.
Do what you're doing.
Yeah, keep going. Kill them all. Let Allah sort them out. They want to be that way? Fine. We could be that way, too.
Mohammed or
Right.
whoever.
Yeah, this one, I don't know what to call him anymore. This one desert person is now suing the CIA and his lawyers. They did this to him, they did that. You know what, dude? We don't know who's who anymore. So you come in this country, if there's any threat, we need to figure it out. If that's the way we got to do it, then so be it.
And we have every right.
I think so. After 9/11, with what was done to this country, I mean, when we were reading the budget thing, I mean, holy shit, they should have put more money into the budget. Into the border. Stop letting them in. Close it down.
That's not going to happen.
No, I know. I know. I'm very suspicious of our government, and especially with Obama's background and who he is, and
what
the
he's
things
doing.
Right, the things that he's allowing
He's
are
making
very
choices on his
fishy.
fucking own.
Yeah, very fishy. It's like, well, what?
gave
I
you-
don't know, dude. We're just gonna, it's scary because I see this grand picture of Islam ruling and him at the helm because he let it happen. He signed our executive order to take all of our rights away, and I mean, not that we haven't lost them already, but you know what I just
We have
realized?
rights.
You know what? Yeah, right. Rights? What's that? I just realized that Old Wise Man was not in the room this morning. The chat room, that is. And I do know he was having a little trouble yesterday. Let's try and see when his last
well,
post
not much of
9
anybody's
hours
been
ago
in the-
was his last post, so.
Not much of anybody's been showing up in the chat today. Except
Today,
John.
yeah. Yeah, thanks, John, for showing up.
9 o'clock there.
Yeah, because they're in Las Vegas. Good post. Look at that picture. CIA torture was no rash. And it shows
A nice little
Osama
abstract Osama bin Laden.
Osama Obama. Yeah, you know what Obama stands for, right? Another big mistake, America. Think about it. Anthony Jacobs, friend of mine, told me that when he first got elected, and it's stuck in my head since. Another big mistake. America.
How many people have fucking supported him?
Well, yeah, but like we've said before, most of those people that supported him are not supporting him anymore.
I think it's one more.
What do you mean?
You voted
It's
for him?
not another.
Sorry.
Oh, our big mistake or something like that. Yeah.
And it wouldn't even
Our
matter for the
biggest
people
mistake.
who
Yeah,
who
something
were
like that.
supporting
Yeah,
him.
'cause
Our
it's,
biggest mistake, America.
Yeah, that's what I think it was. Yeah.
that's it.
Man, my stomach is growling.
Yes,
dude. I
I
am
was
starving.
one of those people that
It's the
was
coffee.
hypnotized by change.
Were you?
Yes.
I actually, I don't know how I
After
felt.
Bush, I was like, I have to get Bush
Well-
out of here. I cannot stand Bush. Get him out.
I
Get
was-
him
He
out.
was getting out either way.
And then out of him and the other guy, me being
Who,
poor,
Ron
Kedney?
Paul or
Kearney
I was
or
going to say Kerry.
Kerry?
There you
John
go.
Kerry?
John
There you go.
Yeah, oh yeah, I would have took Obama
know,
over Kerry any
being
day.
a poor person, I took okay.
Although with Kerry, things would not be the way they are
No.
now.
No, they would. No. For sure they would.
He may be a lot of things, but no way would. Yeah, the borders would be closed.
Yeah.
ISIS is whatever they call themselves these days. Those towel heads that keep killing people. They would have been dealt with. I mean, because wasn't he military man? He was what,
John
Air
Kerry,
Force?
yeah.
John Kerry was in the Air Force, wasn't he? Yeah.
I believe so. Yes.
Right. So, I don't know. Clinton was a lot of things, but at least when it came time to deal with what he had to deal with, we were there. There was no mistake. We went in. What was it? 8-9 days, and boom, we were overseas. USS Enterprise was deployed, loaded, and the fleet was on his way. Just think about if he was in office on 9/11, what would have happened then? Would have been a quicker and stiffer response, I believe. Even though he was an idiot, or a puppet, whatever you want to call him, a puppet. You know what I mean?
He was a good puppet, though.
He was a puppet. Yeah. Hello, puppet.
I was watching Pirates of the Caribbean last night.
It's been on. Oh my God, they're bringing the shit out of it for some reason.
Oh, no.
Spike TV is like
not even that.
reaching
AMC.
Let's see, I put in a DVD. That was my own free will.
Oh, was it? Yeah, it's on cable,
VH1.
man. It's on cable like crazy.
Kaylee kept passing out, and I was tired of watching Care Bears.
Yeah, no.
5, 4, 3.
I hear you on
Care
that.
Bear. I'm like, no.
Right.
I'm
I
gonna
hear
kick
you
a
on
Care
that
Bear.
one. No,
Come here, Care Bear. I'm gonna kick you.
I got the video of that futuristic Navy laser. I'm going to put up on
laser. Stop pumping the laser.
Yeah, laser. He's got laser envy. Toy Story. Wow.
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah. That's gold member or whatever.
Man of Mystery.
Right. Yeah. Laser.
Spio Shagney or whatever it was.
I'm going to put a giant laser on the moon.
Preparation H. Preparation H feels good on the whole. Yeah, that whole conversation. Shh. Shh. Double shoot. Preemptive. Shh.
Look at me.
Yo, I did. And Felicia, yeah. Felicia was into that big time. The whole Austin Powers thing. And that whole shh. Double shh. Preemptive shh. Yeah. Oh,
I'm zippy
oh my
Longstock.
God. Yeah. Look at me. I'm Zippy Longstock. Oh, God. I went off on her with her shh. Zip it. And she would get so mad, start fucking that, 4-year-old rage where shit just, you could see it. The head swells,
steam
the
coming
steam coming out of the ears. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. I could still get her crazy doing the whole konnichiwa when he starts doing it in different languages.
No, Scott.
Yeah.
No.
Scatty-doo. Scatty-doo-doo.
See, I didn't watch any of that.
You didn't? Oh,
No,
God.
like
You have to
Austin
watch it. Because
Powers
now if
crap.
you see what we're talking about, you're going to laugh
You'll
hysterically, dude. Hysterically. Yeah, because, we don't do it any justice. When you see Austin Powers do it, Michael Myers,
Yeah,
holy
and for
shit.
you watching it the first time, you'll actually laugh.
I don't think I
Like
really
real.
even watched any of the Austin
If you watch,
Powers movies all the
yeah,
way
if you
through,
watch the
so.
first one, you'll actually find it comedic. After that, it's just
It gets cornier.
Yeah.
Cornier.
gold member. That was like the ridiculous one.
Love gold.
He likes gold.
Yeah. Talking in a blitz.
Aye. Get in my belly.
Yeah, see, I've seen that part.
Yeah, the fat bastard turtle.
Yeah, so
got
I guess
turtle head poking out. See, I told you I wasn't crazy. Look, there's a long ass hair that's not mine.
If it's dark.
Oopsie. Oh shit!
Why would you be admitting that?
I didn't admit nothing. First rule of
Yo, there's
cheating:
a
never
really
admit to
long
it.
hair in my head. That's
Always,
not mine.
even if she walks in on you, you weren't doing nothing. It fell in. I don't know how that got there.
Trip fell.
Honey, I thought it was you. But I
My
love
brother
you.
tried
I only
that
had
one.
sex with her.
My brother got that one. They
oh,
all got
really?
really drunk. Like I was telling you when I went to Michigan for my grandmother's funeral.
Oh no!
Got really sick. So everybody was partying but me. My brother goes to bed with my best friend, which happens to be his girlfriend. Well, we've had this girl in our family. She's not a cousin by any means, but she's been one of my really good friends since I was 11.
Right.
Gorgeous. Indian stature. I mean, she's got big
Uh-oh.
hips, long dark hair. I guess she ended up climbing in bed with them. And my brother ended up rolling over and rubbing on her and used the excuse, I thought it was you.
Yeah, right.
Well, the shaping,
Yeah, no.
MJ's shaped
Yeah.
like me, only with a bigger booty. This girl's shaped like an Indian.
If
thick
I'm in
hips.
bed and I'm stroking on a chick, I can tell whether it's my old lady
Oh,
or
yeah.
not. You know what I'm saying?
If you've been touching it for years, you should know what. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
You know?
Oh,
There's
no.
There's no excuse.
Your excuse is
No,
bullshit.
you ain't getting out of that one.
No, not at all.
I don't think so.
Cable guy's here. All right, guys, give me a sec.
The cable guy.
Cable guy.
I'll be right out. I'm gonna leave the mic on.
Okay.
No,
Have you guys
Oh,
ever
you're
seen
gonna
that
go out and
movie?
talk to him with the mic?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah,
Find out
sure.
what the hell's
Why
going
not?
on.
You don't
Have you
like
guys ever
that?
seen Jim Carrey's Cable Guy?
Yeah, we see.
We'll just let you
I
talk
might
in the
be talking
background.
over
You know,
you,
we
yeah.
won't just leave you on there. So.
Oh, he's gonna talk. Yeah, he's gonna talk while we're talking. He's not going to know that we're talking. He's going to try to talk over us.
He's not in his van.
So
Yeah, no, he can't hear us because he doesn't have the
I know, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't know that we're talking.
Yeah.
He's going to talk over us. But yes, I've seen Jim Carrey's Cable Guy. Yeah, that was very,
until he comes
that was
out
a very
in
scary movie.
Yeah.
He's giving us play-by-play out.
Yeah,
All right, he's
yes.
getting out of his truck.
Yeah.
All right, he's got his tool bag.
See, we can't see. Can you see the? Because I can't see the other.
I can see the van. Yes, I can see the van out
see.
there.
He's gonna
Yvonne's
wait till
over
he
there.
comes in.
She's monitoring.
Yes, with the 30-second delay, I do not know that you're talking. So, yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to talk over you.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
you can hear us.
that's
'cause
what
it's
I
out there
figured.
too. Yeah, so
Yeah, he could hear us.
yeah.
He's going around to the passenger side.
But he's got the 30-second delay.
Okay, he muted it now. So yeah.
He has now opened the sliding
All right.
door.
Well, we might as well not because now it's yeah, just yeah.
There's no excuse now.
Yeah, there's no excuse.
Gonna keep talking. Authorities say that puppy walking on a Massachusetts beach.
Get it right now, Tim.
I know. Uncovered a human bone. Was walking his chocolate.
But, you know, that's
lab
happened a couple of times over
This
the
looks
last
like a
couple
good
of years.
treat.
I think I've heard
on
it, yeah.
Plum Island beach. The puppy was made an unusual discovery. It's a human leg. Investigators say the cadaver, the dog later finds several more bones.
Wow.
It's under,
I think I heard that whole story before. Where was that at? Oh, that was up
Massachusetts.
north? Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Yeah. That was kind of weird.
Guys, I don't know if you can hear me, but this might be a radio first. And I don't mean to interrupt, but this might be a radio first. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Here we go.
He's in the bathroom.
Is it a bad truth?
Nice.
That was talk shit taking it down.
Nice. Did you see that Hitler was a junkie?
What?
There was a National Geographic documentary about Hitler being a junkie when he was killing people.
I don't doubt it.
I'm
Yeah,
just.
I don't doubt it.
I'm
They
just-
were all
on
weird. They were
LSD.
all
How was it?
weirdos back then.
I feel a lot better now.
Already then.
But it seems like he took up to 80 prescription drugs a day,
Oh, yeah.
including rat poison, methamphetamines, bull semen, morphine.
Like that bull semen, huh?
He used to snort.
That taurine?
He used to snort cocaine. He was a pretty big drug addict. I didn't watch the documentary, but I was just reading it on
I need to find that documentary.
Mail Online.
That would definitely be interesting to see.
What all he was actually taking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would explain why he always yells.
Bull,
It's like,
bull semen.
that's taurine. Isn't that taurine?
I'm not sure.
I'm not
I
sure.
believe, because
But doesn't that get hype? You know, people hyped.
yeah. 'Cause I
Like
believe
adrenaline.
It's in Red Bull.
It's like adrenaline.
See, I'll check
It's
that
in Red Bull or Monster or something.
Is it in Red
That's
Bull?
why it's called Red Bull, probably.
Well, like
So I
Jägermeister.
guess if you're drinking Red Bull, you're drinking bull semen.
Here we go, right here.
In the early
Maybe it's
Jägermeister
Red Bull
production,
semen.
it used to have elk blood in it. You know, Jägermeister had elk blood in it.
That's why. Yeah, that's why it's got that.
Guys, hey, listen, I know we're live right now, but I'm in the back room where the modem is. I have the technician here. To all of our listeners, excuse me if we lose the broadcast. I do apologize.
I guess if
Okay.
he cuts us off, he's going to cut us off if there's a problem.
Yeah.
What do you
I'll
got?
know. I'll know.
Oh,
It'll
yeah,
cut
yeah.
off in my ear. over
Well,
here.
I'll probably hear the skip also. In all of our ears, we'll probably hear the skip if it goes down. Yeah. What were you saying? I'm sorry, Yvonne.
Oh no, you're good.
You were talking about in Red Bull when we were talking about Jägermeister.
Yeah, I was trying to find if it was in Red Bull.
I doubt it's in Red Bull. There's just a lot of sugar in Red Bull.
Taurine is in energy drinks, but I want to find out what taurine is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look it up. Google it, cause
Google it.
Yeah,
Google
just
straight.
Google it.
Wow, I
Cause-
hit something and it says taurine bull sperm. So hit enter. and
She
see
knew
what
what bull sperm really was called.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah. Really.
She was like, Taurine? Yeah, I know that. I know
bull
that.
sperm?
What?
Oh man, I could tell you all about that stuff.
You ever seen a donkey show?
No.
Me either. I've never been to Mexico.
No. I have not.
Okay, it says right here that taurine is an ingredient in Red Bull and other energy drinks that helps muscle function, may aid athletic performance and endurance. Gone?
Not yet, but...
All right, I'm back in the studio, guys. Technician is here. I do apologize. We are going to have to end the show right now. We are having trouble. The phone to the studio is down. We're on barely any internet, as I had mentioned earlier.
I'm on airplane mode.
Yeah, well, before the show started, I had mentioned we might have to dump the show early. I thought it was going to be earlier. It's 9:20. We're dumping
which is not too bad. We made it.
Yeah. So I
got to make a doctor's appointment for the baby.
Right, exactly. So everyone, Talk Shit Radio. I appreciate everybody listening. I'm sorry to end the show so abruptly, but in order to continue to broadcasting, I have to let this technician do what he has to do so we don't get this problem anymore. So it's been awesome. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow, I guess. Talk Shit Radio. And
thank you for tuning in.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Watch out for motorcycles because even though it's cold, there's still plenty of them out there.
Yes.
Absolutely. Again, Talk Shit Radio. We'll be back same time tomorrow morning. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.
You a question. Are you getting enough?
Well,
I bet
back.
you'd love more, right? Well, AdamandEve.com wants to give you more with 10 free gifts. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, a specially selected toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. So what do you have to do to get your 10 free gifts? It's not hard. Just go to AdamandEve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code GIFT13 at checkout, and you'll get all 10 free gifts. Go check out AdamandEve.com today. Select one item and get 10 free gifts, including free shipping, when you enter offer code GIFT13. That's GIFT 13 at AdamandEve.com.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-441-3678 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-441-3678 to take your call now. Call 1-800-441-3678. That's 1-800-441-3678. Again, 1-800-441-3678.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 877-229-7271. Again, 877-229-7271. That's 877-229-7271. 877-229-7271.
Oh man, I'm so high right now. I have no idea what's going on.
What's up, everyone? You're listening to Blunt Talk Radio on the TSRN. I'm Sideshow. Now, I know most of you guys don't know who I am, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself and why I'm here today. First of all, I've been a DJ pretty much all my life in every aspect of the business. I've done weddings, parties, clubs, bars, even strip clubs. I'm also a local independent professional wrestler, also known as play fighting in my underwear. I've been doing that since I was 15 years old, almost 21 years now in the business doing that. I love entertaining. I love anything to do with the entertainment business, partially, well, the reason why you hear my stupid voice here on the radio. I'm also a huge fan of heavy metal, all rock and roll, piercings and tattoos, which I'm also a huge collector of. I love stand-up comedy. I love laughing. I love horror movies on the other side of the coin, which kind of makes me borderline creepy, but that's okay. I'm also big into any kind of extreme sports, skydiving, mud runs, stuff like that. What I am a major advocate for, and why I had this show today, is because I'm an advocate for legalization of cannabis, medicinally and, as far as I'm concerned, recreationally. Florida is where I'm at, and as all you know, we got 57% and needed 60. Why is what I want to know, because literally over 50% is more than majority, so why is that different for Florida? I really don't get that, but we'll come back to that later. A big problem I find in the state of Florida, and this is the main cause I am fighting, is the fact that we spend way too much tax dollars and jail people and ruin their lives over victimless crimes such as marijuana charges. The fact of the matter is, marijuana is still legal in the state of Florida. You got to respect that. And I'm not saying that there shouldn't be a fine or something imposed, but to really take people away from their families, suspend their licenses, put them through all these classes, give them curfews, and make them jump through all these hoops and pay all this money just for the fact that they like to smoke a couple joints to relax. So that's another thing that we're going to be talking about. Prescription medication, of course, in Florida is huge. It's legal. You can get it almost anywhere. We had a big problem with that in the past couple of years. Kind of subsided, but it's still a little bit of a problem around here. But prescription medication, it's killing people. It's making them even more sick than they already are. I think that medical marijuana could really be a very big thing here in the state of Florida, considering that this is a retirement community. People come down here to retire. They come out here to vacation and stuff like that. And we do have a lot of senior citizens around here and people that are in special needs. Why are we feeding them prescription medication that they are getting physically addicted to? That's a big question. Well, we're going to talk about this more in just a little bit when we come back from the break. You are listening to Blunt Talk Radio on the TSRN.
Let me ask you a question. Are you getting enough? I bet you'd love more, right? Well, AdamandEve.com wants to give you more with 10 free gifts. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, a specially selected toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. So what do you have to do to get your 10 free gifts? It's not hard. Just go to AdamandEve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code GIFT13 at checkout, and you'll get all 10 free gifts. Go check out AdamandEve.com today. Select one item and get 10 free gifts, including free shipping, when you enter offer code GIFT13. That's GIFT13 at AdamandEve.com.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-441-3678 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-441-3678 to take your call now. Call 1-800-441-3678. That's 1-800-441-3678. Again, 1-800-441-3678.
Limited time offer, 24-month commitment and credit qualification required. Cancellation fee, auto pay, and paperless billing and other restrictions apply. If you can't see the difference, why pay the difference? Switch to Dish for the best deal in entertainment. Only Dish brings you the best in entertainment for less than $20 a month. Cut the cable and don't get directed. Switch to Dish because at just $19.99, Dish saves you every time you turn on the TV. It's so simple. The same channels cost less with Dish. So since you can't see the difference, don't pay the difference. Switch to Dish for the best deal in entertainment. Get premium movie channels free for 3 months, starting at just $19.99. Dish saves you every time you turn on the TV. Call now to save with Dish. Dial 1-800-518-1300. That's 1-800-518-1300. The same channels for less than $20 a month. Dish. Call 1-800-518-1300 for details.
And we're back with Blunt Talk Radio on the TSRN. I'm Sideshow. And what this show is about is it's about the fact that I am an advocate for the legalization of cannabis, both medicinally and recreationally. I also, right here in the state of Florida, am working towards a cause. It's to stop Florida from wasting taxpayers' dollars and jailing people and pretty much ruining their lives over victimless crimes such as the use of marijuana. If you want to support the cause, if you feel the same way, of course, make sure you hashtag Team Sideshow on your Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. It would be greatly appreciated. So basically what we were talking about before we went to the break is we were talking about the problems that we're having with prescription medication, how it's actually doing more harm than good here in the state of Florida. In 2013, it was recorded that around 25,000 people had died from overdosing on prescription medication. Now, that's deaths, not just accidental overdose and these people pulled through. It's not counting deaths from driving under the influence of this medication or just accidents happen because, when people get too far into this medication, they pretty much don't know what's going on in their surroundings. So that's quite a significant amount of people that are dying from this. Of course, you all know, and I know some of you guys don't want to hear it because it's been jammed down your throats, but it is a fact. 0. That's right. I'm not saying 1. I'm not saying maybe 2. No, I'm saying 0 people have died recorded by the use of marijuana. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's always been that one idiot out there that, smoked a joint and did something stupid, but most likely it's just the fact that he's just an idiot. So what we're going to also talk about is the problem with prescription medication and why doctors let this happen. Why are doctors letting people get addicted to these? I mean, surely they're a doctor and they know effects of this medication. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm talking prescription medication, mainly in your oxycodone family, your Vicodins, your Percocets, your Lortabs, your Roxys, your Dilaudid, your morphine, stuff to that nature. These things are really taking control of people's lives, and it is ruining people's lives, getting them physically addicted and turning them into totally different people. I call it the zombie apocalypse, because that's really what they are. They're zombies. They're mere shells of their former self, and then they're physically addicted, and then guess what? Then they're doing things they normally wouldn't do in order to survive and supply their habit. Medical marijuana? There's no problems going on there. You want to get high? And that is our show, our pilot episode in the wraps. I'd like to thank everybody out there for tuning in and listening. In future weeks here on Blunt Talk Radio, we're going to be talking to lots of people. People are going to be calling in. People are going to be coming into the studio. We also are going to invite all of you, the listener, to call in and voice your opinion on this, whether it's for it or it's against it. However, if you do want to join the cause and you do think that Florida wastes way too many tax dollars, jails, and ruins people's lives over victimless crimes, such as marijuana charges, then you can hashtag Team Sideshow. Do it on your Facebook, your Instagram, your Snapchat, your Twitter, and make sure you tune in next week. We're going to be touching more on the benefits of medicinal marijuana, also on the state of Florida, and some of the corruptness and some of the laws and stuff like that. My name is Sideshow. You're listening to Blunt Talk Radio. We're always blunt and right to the joint. This is the TSRN. Thank you so much. You're listening to Blunt Talk Radio on the TSRN. Well, we got the pilot out of the way. We're going to do our very first 30-minute episode tonight. I'm really excited about it. For those of you that did not listen in last week, or to get you guys kind of reestablished who I am, I'm Sideshow. I am an advocate for the legalization of medical as well as recreational marijuana. What I'm liking to touch base on mainly right now is the medical, because let's face it, America, Florida right now needs medical marijuana. There's a lot of retirees down here, a lot of people with certain conditions. People come here, post being active in the military, to retire here. And a lot of these people, have conditions where medical marijuana would benefit them in life. Basically what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to talk to a good friend of mine. He's going to come at you known as Stitch. He's going to be my co-host for this evening, as well as several other evenings, because he's had quite a story on him. So first of all, Stitch, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
All right, hi. My name's Stitch. I'm a 51-year-old male, born in Michigan. Diagnosed in 2005 with colorectal cancer. I also have chronic back issues, 10 bulging discs, scoliosis, sciatica. I have intestinal problems and quite a few different medical issues right now. So basically I'm disabled, been disabled since 2005. And this is an issue that, of course, is very close to my heart because I'm one of those patients that really need it.
We were talking before, Stitch, when, the whole election thing was going on and was supposed to happen and whatnot. And, we were talking about it quite a bit at my house, at your house. And, I could see how devastated you were with the fact that, Florida is the very first state to put this into, the ballot, and we didn't win it.
Oh, that's just ridiculous. If you looked at the polls that were going on for the whole year prior to the elections, 80% or more of the population of Florida was for medical marijuana. And even of the 20% that weren't for it, a good percentage of them aren't really against it. They just weren't for it. But the fact that only 40% of those people actually showed up for the election is just ridiculous. This is the first state in the union that failed to pass this amendment. And here we have a population that is older than most other states, and we probably have more people here in this state that need it than any of the other states. Why are we so far behind the rest of the country?
You know, the one thing I was always wondering is why exactly did people not get out and vote? Is it just like, you know, they're lax and that's just they're not used to going out to voting? Because, hey, let's face it, a lot of the times it almost seems in, you know, other election aspects that some things almost aren't even worth voting for. But, I mean, this is like a major issue. And, I mean, people didn't go out and, you know, vote, and they didn't go out and have their voice be heard. Do you think it also could be a fact that, you know, maybe America or, you know, more so states like, you know, this Florida kind of breed you to keep your mouth shut? They don't want you to stand up for yourself. Or...
Well, definitely. People without money in particular don't feel that their voice is going to be heard. Corporations and millionaires are obviously running the country right now, and people think that their voice, their single vote, isn't going to count. A lot of people falsely believe that the Electoral College null and voids the popular vote, but that's not true. But as far as this particular election is concerned, what I think is the bigger problem is midterm elections. If there's not a president being voted for, people just don't care. And that's the same reason that we have such a disparity in the Congress and Senate. We have Republicans in the Congress and Senate and a Democrat in the White House because they all got in on the midterm elections when Democrats don't show up to vote.
You know, I was thinking a lot of the same thing, but you know, I think that a situation like this really should encourage people to get out and vote. And if not for them, you know, I mean, I could sit here and go on and on and on how I want recreational marijuana and I want this and that, and you know, you're just going to think, oh, he's just another stoner guy that, you know, wants to smoke pot. And don't get me wrong, I do like to smoke my smoke, but at the same time, I mean, you know, I'm looking out for, you know, the older generation or even people that are my age in their 30s that actually need this for, you know, any other condition. So I think what this really is saying is Florida, you people need to get out there and voice your opinion. You need to vote. You need to, you know, go out there and fight for what you believe in. You know, sitting back on your couch and bitching at it to your friends, you know, doesn't really do any good. It's about going out there and you know, making these lawmakers and the Congress and everybody that has anything to do with passing any laws, you got to let them know, hey, you know, this is what we want as a state, and, you know, damn it, you need to give it to us.
Absolutely, and with the research that they're now doing and the fact that they're finding out that there really is something to it other than stoners getting high, that this really has benefits even for children with certain diseases. The fact that scientists and people such as John Morgan are getting involved and voicing their opinion that this is necessary, and it's not about a recreational drug, even if it can be used that way. This is basically aspirin.
Yeah, well, you know, here's the thing I was thinking about today. I was sitting in the car and I was actually trying to think of like little clever little slogans or like whatnot for like T-shirts or posters or something like that. And you know how like the slogan is "Go Green," you know, for like, you know, better environment and taking care of the environment. And I was thinking about that as kind of like a ironic thing, but at the same time, I'm like, well, you know, we're a nation right now that's always preaching about how we need to start using everything organically. We need to start using everything clean. We need to use, you know, Mother Earth. We need to stop polluting the earth so it can bring us forth fruit and whatnot. Then why are we letting big pharmaceutical make synthetic products like, you know, prescription medication to put people on when all we have to do is go in a backyard and grow the stuff, cultivate it and distribute it, and, you know, proving that it works better than these prescription medication. And that's something I wanted to talk to you about too. You know, they put you on all kinds of prescription medication. I'm sure opiates and all kinds of other painkillers and stuff like that. What I want to know, and this is what we kind of touched based on my pilot episode, is how does this affect you? How these prescription medication affect you as a person?
That's an excellent question, because I take 6 different types of medication every day just to ease my suffering. And I'm still suffering. It doesn't matter. The best day that I have right now as we're sitting here, my back is killing me. I have stomach ache. I'm nauseous.
some intestinal problem. Now, that was caused by, if I'm not mistaken, we talked about it before, it was caused by the radiation, right?
Yeah, initially I had colon cancer, and then the cure darn near killed me. The radiation treatments missed and tore up another 8 inches of small intestine, plus scarred up whatever's left of my intestines. So my intestines don't function properly anymore at all. There's no elasticity to them.
So basically what you're saying is doing like the normal everyday things that everybody needs to do to survive and live comfortably, such as eating, is an issue for you because of this.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't even eat every day. Quite often I'll eat once every 3 days. But going to my intestines, discussing that, which is the worst problem in my life right now, anything that passes through my intestines, I feel it every inch of the way, which is not normal. It feels like I've got a baseball going through there or something, and it's constant pain, constant nausea, and there's no cure for it. There's nothing they can do to fix it.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. In lieu of that constant pain that you have from eating, and I wish someone from Big Pharmaceutical out there was listening right now, because I really want them to hear this. But, in lieu of you being in pain and you not being able to eat, well, how does the prescription medication that they give you help you to eat?
It doesn't. I've tried several different medications. I couldn't give you the name of them anymore. When I was going through the chemo and radiation, they gave me, a variety of different nausea meds. Nothing worked.
So you're saying that actually it's possible that some of this prescription medication that they give to you might even curb your appetite even more?
Oh, yeah, definitely. All of the other medication that I'm taking, everything that I take for pain, nausea, all of that stuff slows down your intestinal tract and makes it harder to poop.
It's so funny you said the word poop, because that's like a word that's just as funny when you were 6 years old as it is now.
Right?
And it's like race car. It's spelled the same forward and backwards. What do you call that? I don't know. That's not important. Let's get back to the subject. Anyway, listen. So what you're saying is now that's actually curbing your appetite no more, and then even more so than what just the radiation did and the damage is done.
Curbing your appetite, putting it mildly.
And this is coming from a guy like me that really likes to eat too. So that really sucks. So we're gonna go to a break actually right now, and we're gonna talk more about this. We're gonna pick up right where we left off right after the break. You're listening to Blunt Talk Radio on the TSRN. We'll be right back at you.
Let me ask you a question. Are you getting enough? I bet you'd love more, right? Well, AdamandEve.com wants to give you more with 10 free gifts. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, a specially selected toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. So what do you have to do to get your 10 free gifts? It's not hard. Just go to AdamandEve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code GIFT13 at checkout, and you'll get all 10 free gifts. Go check out AdamandEve.com today. Select one item and get 10 free gifts, including free shipping, when you enter offer code GIFT13. That's GIFT13 at AdamandEve.com.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-441-3678 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-441-3678 to take your call now. Call 1-800-441-3678. That's 1-800-441-3678. Again, 1-800-441-3678.
If you're looking for a better way to clean the air in your home or office, you need the all-new Ozone Light. It's as simple as changing your light bulbs. The Ozone Light looks like a normal spiral type of light bulb. It screws in most standard light sockets, but it's not a normal light bulb. It's coated with titanium dioxide. It's completely safe, but this unique coating kills most airborne bacteria, mold spores, and neutralizes odors. Just one light cleans the air in an entire room and lasts 8 times longer than the normal light bulb. If you have smokers, if you have allergies, if you have pet odors, mold, or mildew, you need the Ozone Light. It will wipe them out, and you have our word. If you're not satisfied with the way the Ozone Light cleans the air in your home, simply return it for a full refund.
Call 1-800-380-4095, 1-800-380-4095, 1-800-380-4095, or visit airtimestore.com. That's airtimestore.com.
What is up, everybody? We are back with another edition of Blunt Talk Radio here on the TSRN. I'm Sideshow. I'm here in the studio with my boy Stitch. What we're talking about today is we're talking about the effects of pharmaceuticals, that are being prescribed to people, and how that affects them in an everyday life as opposed to the benefits of medical marijuana had it been approved here in the state of Florida. Where we left off, Stitch, we were talking about, unfortunately you were diagnosed with cancer. You had gotten radiation. It pretty much fried your insides, your intestines, making it very hard for you to eat. We were also talking about how prescription medication even curbs your appetite even further. Now, let's go back to that, about curbing your appetite from a man to a man. I love to eat. Have you always been a big eater yourself?
Yeah, I used to be a really big eater. In fact, used to be a joke in my family because when my kids were growing up, I used to let them order from the adult menu just so I could eat the leftovers. I'm the kind of guy that used to order 2 meals. I'm a full slab of ribs kind of guy, a 16-ounce steak, all you can eat, stuff it in type eater. And now I'm lucky to get 1 hamburger down or a sandwich. I feel like I've had Thanksgiving dinner.
How else do you think, besides just your appetite, that these prescription medication has affected you? I mean, obviously, take over the course of time, it does damage to other organs such as your liver.
Well, so far my liver's holding up, but yeah, that's one of the things that I have to be really careful of, and some of the medications that you wouldn't think are dangerous are really the worst ones, like Tylenol and ibuprofen, things like that, which are something I need to keep swelling down because I have inflammation in my organs. So you need to take something for inflammation, and that's not good for your liver. So you have to kind of regulate that, and basically I only take those when I have to. My other meds aren't doing too bad as far as my liver's concerned, but what we were talking about before is it slows down your metabolism, and it slows down the intestinal process of breaking down your foods and being able to have a bowel movement.
Yeah, so I mean, the problem I'm seeing here just by listening to you is now, because you're taking these pharmaceuticals and these synthetically made in the laboratory kind of drugs, it seems like you're not getting the proper vitamins and minerals that every human needs to function properly. You ever notice that maybe affecting your mood or anything as well?
Oh, absolutely. Right from the get-go, my weight. I used to weigh 215 pounds. Right now, I'm bouncing anywhere between 145 and 150. That's not good. And, of course, as you shrink, all your muscles shrink and your energy shrinks. It affects your mood, depression, anxiety. It's all a vicious cycle.
Oh, look at that. Mood, depression, anxiety, pain. We've touched all 4 of these subjects, which is what medical marijuana is great for.
Absolutely. Now, to begin with, I started smoking it just for the nausea medication. I did not think it was going to help with all of these other things. But I've noticed over the years that it takes me over the limit where the pill isn't quite enough, and I'm still in pain, and I'm still nauseous, and I'm still depressed. Just that little bit extra can give me, even if it's just 15 minutes relief, for me, that's great. I actually make note. If my stomach doesn't hurt for 15 minutes, I say something about it. You know, most people complain when they feel pain. I take note when I don't.
So these are opiates. A lot of these, like these prescriptions that they're giving you are opiates. So is there ever a physical addiction that comes along with this to you?
I actually, when I first started with this, I took different drugs that were more addictive and also affected your mind. Percocets, Percodons, those sorts of things not only made me high, but they also made my stomach more upset. So now I've found a painkiller that doesn't do that to me. It's Dilaudid, but you can only take it in so much dosage. Otherwise, it's going to do the same thing. So I have limits as to how much I can take with my medication, and the rest I just pretty much got to deal with. If you want to get an idea of what my day is like, I get up in the morning, I take a painkiller, an antidepressant, an anti-anxiety med, an antacid for acid reflux for my stomach, and let's see, am I forgetting something? No, that's it for the morning.
So you're pretty much taking like a mixture of Lucky Charms, Pink Hearts, Iron Stars, Yellow Moons, Green Clovers.
Exactly. Now that's breakfast. That and a couple of cups of coffee to get me woke up, and a half a joint. Now that keeps me, it gets me to the point where I don't feel like I'm going to throw up. Now there's no such thing as breakfast, no lunch. I'll smoke another half a joint around noon, and then another one around 4. If I'm lucky, after that third one, I might be able to eat a sandwich. But 9 out of 10 times, I'm not going to get an appetite until at least 8 o'clock at night. I spend all day just trying to control the pain and the nausea and get to the point where I feel like I might be able to eat something.
So let's tell everybody out there, like, what you, and this is your personal opinion. I mean, you know, you're no doctor. You know, I'm no doctor and stuff like that, but we're both no dummies either, you know what I mean? Right. But at the same time, in your opinion, what can medical marijuana distributed to you on a daily basis in place of most of your medications? Because it sounds to me like most of those conditions that you get or that you're actually taking this medication for can be solved with one medication. So what do you think that medical marijuana can do for you?
Well, I don't know if it can replace those, but I definitely couldn't survive without it. Those by themselves, those can take care of my pain and make it to where I'm not crying. But nothing replaces the medical marijuana for the nausea and the stomach pain and the appetite. If I do not have it, I will not eat for at least 3 days, sometimes a week.
That's hard. You know, I remember one time we were out in Orlando. We were at a wrestling show. I remember that, and we went to the Ale House afterwards. Yeah. And we smoked, of course, and smoked in abundance after. And I remember you put away like 36 shrimp, fried shrimp, and like it was nothing. Like I thought, and you know, I ain't gonna lie and say I wasn't a little hopeful for it, but you know, I thought that I was gonna have to finish up your plate and stuff like that. But you tore it up, and I'm thinking to myself, I think I've seen you eat more in that one sitting than I've seen you eat in a year's time, almost.
Well, going right back to the ale house, if you remember the following week, that same plate of shrimp got passed out to the other wrestlers because on other nights I wasn't able to eat it. And it was a shame because you always bought me something good to eat. And, you know, you have no idea how depressing it is for me to sit there and look at that and want to eat it and not be able to. You know, and it's not just the waste of food, but knowing that I really want it. You know, my mouth wants to eat, my stomach doesn't agree.
So, given all your conditions that you have, that you are being treated for just by your basic medication that you get prescribed by your doctors and stuff, like if you could go right now and you could sit in front of legislators and talk to them and say, hey, look, my name is Stitch, and what would you tell them? What would you tell them if you had 30 seconds?
30 seconds? If that's all I had, I would just have to stick with medical marijuana can save lives. And I believe it saved mine. After my surgery in 2007, I believe I would have died. And I was plugged and could not get my bowels moving. And even after the surgery, I'm not going to name any names, but wasn't a real good doctor. They didn't know what to do to get my bowels flowing again. So I had to check myself out of the hospital and went home. And I was pretty sure I was going to die. I had been 3 months without solid foods and wasn't looking good. My mother helped me roll a joint.
Mom did, huh?
Yeah. My mother is totally against marijuana, or at least was. She's learning to accept it now. But to see my mother do that was hilarious. But I was shaking so bad I couldn't do it myself. So she had to help me roll it. And bottom line was I smoked it. A couple hours later, I was able to eat a Jell-O. And that was the start. And if I'd have stayed in the hospital and not come home and smoked that joint, I wouldn't be here today.
That's an amazing story, Dennis, and even more amazingly, that you're not like the only one. There's thousands and thousands of other people out there. Millions, actually, yeah, technically millions out there just like you that can benefit from medical marijuana, that can live comfortably during the day. They could help them, like you said, with the pain, the anxiety, the appetite, the fact that it's hard to sleep when you're in pain, stuff like that, and overall mood. I mean, why can't we start laughing more, America? Come on, Florida, get the ball rolling. Why are you the last people to do this? I mean, it's just so terrible. It really just pisses me off, you know what I mean? Because there's just a solution, and, someone like me knows this. Well, don't you think those millionaire lawmakers out there should know this? Shouldn't they be doing their research? Shouldn't they be doing this? But no. Yeah, I mean, it could be a combination of lots of things. It could be ignorance. It could be big pharmaceutical putting money in their pockets. It's them afraid of a new change because they've had everything mapped out, or so they thought mapped out perfectly for the past couple of years. It really makes me mad that they just won't get on the ball with this, and that's why I'm here. That's why you're here. That's why we're all here to discuss this. And the main thing I want to get out, and I just thought of this now. It's gonna be my biggest new slogan. It's gonna be educate, legislate, medicate.
Excellent.
That's exactly what we need to do right now. Educate, legislate, medicate. I'm here to help educate you. Well, actually, this man, Stitch here, he's a ball of facts. And throughout our shows, he's going to be talking to you guys about a lot of stuff, and really letting you know all the pros of medical marijuana and how it could help. I mean, geez, not only can it help people physically, but I mean, think of the economy. Think of the jobs it'll create. Think of the people coming. I mean, people travel to Colorado. I mean, I know that's recreational, but even other states, people travel to other states to get their medical marijuana, and that brings in more, more business, more revenue for that state. You know what I mean? It gives people jobs, and realistically, it keeps everybody in a good damn mood. Why don't you want us in a good mood? That's what I want to know.
Colorado's a perfect example of exactly how it can work. And even California, that's had medical marijuana since 1996, is using Colorado as their example of how to go about their recreational marijuana, which is going on the ballot in 2016. And the amount of money that Colorado has made off of medical marijuana speaks for itself as far as the economy is concerned. They've made well over $11 million in tax revenue. They've created tens of thousands of jobs. There's no downside. They have not found one downside to it yet. None of the big fears that all of these people have complained about, this might happen, that might happen, people are going to turn to Satan and become gay because they're smoking pot, whatever. None of that's happened. Crime has gone down. Homicides have gone down. Joblessness has gone down. These people aren't quitting their jobs to stay home and smoke pot. They're going out to work to earn money so they can go out and buy it.
Exactly, and it's funny you say that, because I always had a theory about the when you said homicide and stuff like that is going down. You ever watch those old gangster movies where the guys are in the car, they're ready to do a drive-by, and they're smoking a joint, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna get this guy. We're gonna get this guy tonight. We're gonna pop a cap in his ass tonight. He's gonna get." Dude, if I smoked a joint, there is no way I am coming out of the car and gonna shoot at anyone. First of all, my depth perception would probably be off. I'd probably shoot myself in the foot, or something like that, or end up shooting an inanimate object. Second of all, I don't want to shoot anyone. Who smokes a joint and wants to go shoot someone? It makes absolutely no sense. But now I'm rambling about nonsense. We're going to be right back at you before I go way far off topic with more Blunt Talk Radio on the TSRN.
Are you worried about losing your home to foreclosure? If you've been threatened with foreclosure or received legal papers from your bank, you have approximately 30 days to respond. If you do not respond, you could lose your home. You have rights. Act now to protect your rights. You can stay in your home. Many times you can even modify your loan. The bottom line is you can get past this, but you must act right now. If you've been served by your bank and you're worried about losing your home to foreclosure, now is the time to fight back and save your home. Time is limited, so call the professionals at National Foreclosure Defense right now.
800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. That number again is 800-932-4102.
Well, folks, it looks like we're out of time. Another edition of Blunt Talk Radio under the belt. I would like to thank my boy Stitch for coming on and joining us tonight, educating us on his story, and we're going to bring him on a lot more. He's going to basically be my co-host. He's going to be my Huckleberry over here for at least quite some time out here, because he has some great stories. We have so much more to tell you. Don't forget, if you would like to join the cause and join the movement and help to legalize medical and recreational marijuana, as well as stop Florida from wasting taxpayers' dollars by jailing and ruining people's lives over victimless crimes such as marijuana charges, you can hashtag Team Sideshow. Do that on your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Okay, well, one more episode under our belt. We're going to come back at you next week with another awesome edition of Blunt Talk Radio on the TSRN. I'm Sideshow. We'll see you all next time. Hey, remember, educate, legislate, medicate. Good night.
hip replacement surgery and suffered any complications, you need to listen to this important legal alert. Major manufacturers have made billions of dollars available to award legal claims for defective hip implants. Thousands of these defective hip implants have been recalled by various manufacturers. If you've had hip surgery and suffered complications, you may be entitled to receive significant compensation to help you deal with your complications. You may be eligible to receive money to help with medical expenses, lost wages, and pain and suffering. Protect yourself by hiring an experienced trial attorney. Our partner law firms are experts in hip replacement surgery lawsuits. Find out now if you're eligible to receive any of the $2.5 billion HIP settlement fund. Call now for free information.
855-586-1560. 855-586-1560. 855-586-1560. That's 855-586-1560.
If you are successful at what you do, whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, a business owner, or you have a great career, you understand the concept of protecting yourself. Well, are you protecting yourself, your family, and your assets with quality term life insurance? Consider these possible rates. A man age 45 non-tobacco user could obtain $1 million of coverage for as little as $75 a month. And this rate is fixed for the next 10 years. We specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. A man age 50 non-tobacco user may be able to obtain $500,000 of coverage for as little as $115 a month. And this rate is fixed for the next 20 years. We have great rates for smokers too. Call the Term Lifeline now. 800-430-1481. 800-430-1481. That's 800-430-1481.
If you want to work until you keel over, have less of everything in retirement, or give back more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method and to get your free report, go to 28security.com. That's the number 28security.com. 28security.com. Go to 28security.com.
Good morning, Vietnam! Hey, this is not a test. This is rock and roll. Time to rock it from the Delta to the DMZ. Is that me, or does that sound like an Elvis Presley movie? Viva Da Nang. Oh, Viva Da Nang. Da Nang me, why don't they get a rope and hang me? Hey, is it a little too early for being that loud? Hey, too late. It's 0600. What's the O stand for? Oh, my God, it's early. Speaking of early, how about that Cro-Magnon, Marty Drywitz? Thank you, Marty, for silky smooth sound. Make me sound like Peggy Lee. Freddie and the Dreamers.
The wrong speed. We've got it on the wrong speed. For those of you who are recovering from a hangover, that's going to sound just right.
Let's pull it right back down again. Let's try a little faster, see if that picks it up a little bit. Let's get up on 7, 18. Those pilots are going right now. I really like the music. I really like the music. I really like the music. Oh, still a bad song. Hey, wait a minute. Let's try something. Let's play this backwards and see if it gets any better. Look, this new hit. Freddie is the devil. Look, this new hit. Freddie is the devil. Hey, hi, can you help me? What's your name? My name's Roosevelt Lee Roosevelt. Roosevelt, what town are you stationed in? I'm stationed in Poontang. Well, thank you, Roosevelt. What's the weather like out there? It's hot. Damn hot. Real hot. Hotter than this is my shorts. I can cook things in it. Little crotch pot cooking. Well, can you tell me what it feels like? Fool, what is hot? I told you again. Were you born on the sun? It's damn hot. You can be a little thing. I saw it so damn hot. I saw one of those little guys in the orange robe burst into flames. It's that hot. You know what I'm talking about. What do you think it's going to be like tonight? It's going to be hot and wet. That's nice if you're with a lady, but it ain't no good if you're in the jungle. Thank you, Roosevelt. Here's a song coming your way right now. Nowhere to Run To by Martha and the Vandellas. Yes! Hey, you know what I mean. AFBN, rocking you from the Delta to the DMZ. AFBN, better than AFVD, which means you have to get a quick shot. We're moving on right now. Here's a little riddle for you. What's the difference between the Army and the Cub Scouts? Cub Scouts don't have heavy artillery.
Hey, I'm Adrian Cronauer. I'm going to get a 1600. Why? Because I have to. It's the Army.
Talking out the field today. Hi, what's your name? I'm Bob Fibber. Bob, what do? I'm in artillery. Thank you, Bob. Can we play anything for you? Anything! Just play it loud, okay?
No. I have to admit something to you. I just came from Crete with women that look like Zorba.
Woo! Thank you. Those girls are just so pretty. Gomer, are you here in Vietnam? Yes, I am. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Linda, why did you name your daughter
Linda Bird? Because Linda Dog would be too cruel. Easy, girl. Easy. You know, if you pick them up by their ears, it doesn't hurt them as much. Oh, you're going straight to hell for that one. Watch out over there.
Here's an incredible coincidence. Ho Chi Minh, Colonel Sanders, actually the same person.
You be the judge. Our lines are open.
Something real special right now. We've got our traffic report up there on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. How's it going up there?
Adrian, it's not going exactly well. There's a water buffalo jackknife up there. It's not a very pretty picture. There's horns everywhere. I don't know what to say. We're going to maybe drop in a little napalm there and try and cook him down. Maybe a little barbecue.
Got a special man in the audience today right now. It's Mr.
Leo. He's a fashion consultant for the Army.
Well, thank you, Adrian. I'm just very happy to be here. I want to tell you something. You know, this whole camouflage thing for me doesn't work very well. Why is that? Well, because you go in the jungle, I can't see you. You know, it's like wearing stripes and plaid. For me, I want to do something different. You know, you go in the jungle, make a statement. If you're going to fight, clash. You know what I mean?
Thank you for that lovely tune, that funky music will drive us till the dawn. Let's go, let's boogaloo till we puke.
That's about it for the Adrian Crown Hour. I'm going to take myself out of the driver's seat, but I'm going to turn you over right now to Mr. Excitement. A man with limp damaged hair, but nevertheless a fireball. Dan Levitan.
This is Joseph, and you're listening to us on Talk Shit Radio.
Star Galactica. And the bad thing is, the frack was from the new Battlestar Galactica, even when we were kids.
Yeah, that makes. I was going to say I watched it on Netflix. Like,
you do.
This shit
I do know about the frack. Yeah, he knows about the frack.
Yo, can you guys get any good frack?
That could be. Just slide on down to Twig Street and get yourself a nice big chunk of frack.
We don't smoke frack around here, man.
You don't have it delivered?
He's seen it done on the radio, right?
Like frack, sorry, frack.
Fracking son of a basket, yeah.
Yeah, this is Brooksville Bob, and you're listening to Talk Shit Radio, and we're going to teach you a lot of cool stuff. Tune in and see.
Talk Shit Radio is a Kennedy Studios Productions. The opinions stated by various contributors to Talk Shit Radio and its radio programs are not to be considered as or endorsed by Kennedy Studios Incorporated. Visitors are urged to use their own discretion to draw their own conclusions. All information, products, services, and use of this website is for entertainment purposes only and personal use only. Talk Shit Radio Network does not confirm nor deny the validity or accuracy of the information contained within the website or broadcast. Any services or products provided by Talk Shit Radio Network and its host contributors should be used solely for entertainment purposes only.
Hey, this is Lewis, and you're listening to Talk Shit Radio.
Welcome to Talk Shit Radio. I'm Yvonne.
Hey, what's up? This is Tim. This is Talk Shit Radio.
I have been out on the streets every day except for yesterday.
Okay.
What the media...
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
So...
Good morning.